They're a very dangerous team. I mean, you looked at them, and this is a team that lost like the defenseman of the year the last 2-3 years running, and you thought that was going to be a huge hole from the fill, and Gleason Fournier steps up and will probably be the defenseman of the year this year, and he's had an incredible year and 70 points, and so They've been a team that they have lots of stars, but they've been able to replace people. It's hard to replace a Marvin Hotham, yet they've figured out how to do it. So
you talk about Gleason Fournier. We were talking earlier on about a player to watch, and Gleason Fournier this year has just been top notch.
Oh, he skates so well. I was going to say for a defenseman, but for anyone, he's such a smooth skater out there. He's so good with the puck. He's obviously had an incredible offensive year. Having played against him the last couple of years, he is certainly a quality player, and I'm not surprised that he's had the success that he's had, and probably a little bit more opportunity, a little bit more ice time in situations with Hotham gone, and he's certainly picked it up.
I think he's one of the best skaters in the Elite League, and really impressed with him. Obviously, Andrew Hotham over the last 4 or 5 years for the Cardiff Devils has been absolutely outstanding. An all-star, I think it was 4 years, leading point scorer from the back end as well. Just quality, and they looked as if they replaced him with Fournier.
Yeah, I mean, certainly he's stepped up and he's filled that void. And like we said, they have a lot of returning players that have been really key contributors for them, and then they find a way to add players into the mix. Whether it's new players or guys that have been there before and are able to step into a position maybe that's open now, like Fournier's done. But they're a quality team with a quality goaltender. They're very well coached. Obviously, Todd Kelman does a great job as a general manager. So, there's no secret why they are at the top of the league again.
One of the players in the Belfast Giants who's had a great season in his first campaign in the Elite League is Kyle Bond. Kyle Bond, for me, is one of the Giants that we have to keep an eye on again tonight. He plays in all situations, power play, short-handed, 5-on-5. He's already got 30 goals this season with 71 points, 13 on the power play.
Yeah, he's a quality contributor for them. He's got 30 goals, and he went through that long stretch where he was having a hard time finding the back of the net, but he was still contributing, still working hard. I think for me, he's one of the guys on the team that he seems to score a big goal when you need it, and he steps up in big moments. So I would look for him to have a good game here tonight, and hopefully, I think if he can find the back of the net, I think it's important for the Giants' success tonight.
Kyle Bond, one of his best buddies and his roommate this year is a guy called Darcy Murphy. He missed last Sunday. He's back in the lineup tonight. Picked up a little bit of a bug last weekend, and just feeling a wee bit rough, and didn't want to go over the scrim. Not so much didn't want to go over it. I'm sure he probably did, but with that extra import, the Giants losing out 5-0 last Sunday against the Glasgow Clan was, in all fairness, it was a shock.
Yeah, I think it was. A lot of people were saying, what happened? I think for me, they've played a lot of games in a short period of time. They've played a lot of important games. They played the Thursday night, were able to advance to the Challenge Cup final. Then they played Glasgow again and beat them again at home. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, especially when there's been so much at stake. I just don't think, they didn't have their best game, and sometimes that happens. And talking to some of the guys, things were okay, and then once they kind of fell down, there was a couple quick goals, I think, and they fell down, and it was just, they just couldn't get it going after that. So, certainly a surprise, and in the situation we're at, as we saw the league standings, every point matters, but I don't think, I'm not looking to pass the last Sunday as any indication of what's going to happen out there tonight.
13 and 14 games left for the Belfast Giants and the Cardiff Devils respectively. Still a lot of hockey to be played. Goaltending is a crucial part. Let's have a look at the goaltenders that are starting here this evening. Tyler Pescarani gets the start for the Belfast Giants. He's been absolutely outstanding this year. 2.29 goals against average with a .92 save percentage. At the other end of the ice, Ben Barnes has been solid for the Cardiff Devils again, and 2.53, .910 as you can see, but these two could be absolutely crucial tonight for their teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at Ben Bounds, it's impressive what he's able to do, because he essentially, for the last number of years, has been their only goalie, and he plays every night, which is very difficult to do. Not many goalies can do it, whether it be consistency or just staying healthy. But he gives them a chance to win almost every night, which is what you need your goalie to do. On the other end, Tyler Pescarani, I mean, we've talked about him all year. We've been so impressed with what he's done. His ability to play the puck, his ability to, to calm his team down. His defense. It's as a defenseman myself, I can tell you, it's so much easier when you know your goal. He's calm back there and he can play the puck. It saves a lot. It gets that first pass. It gets the puck out of the zone a lot of times really easy. So he's been one of the best, if not the best players for the Giants this year, and they'll need him to be good here this weekend to have a chance.
Let's have a look at the rosters. The Cardiff Devils first. They're obviously missing out Bentafoglio tonight. He picked up that suspension last week against the Milton Keynes Lightning. Did you manage to catch that hit?
You know what? I haven't seen it. I've been told by a few people that they thought it was very similar to the hit that was laid on Evan Mosey. That was a much longer suspension. I did hear that the player that Bentafoglio hit ended up playing the rest of the game, which from my standpoint, I don't think that the injury should dictate the suspension, because I think that's kind of a slippery slope. But even in the NHL, it definitely makes a difference where if a guy gets carried off the ice, it usually leaves a lasting impression on the officials. But I didn't see the hit. General consensus from people I heard from thought it should have been more than 2 games, but regardless, it's 2 games. He misses tonight and he's back tomorrow. We've
also just heard that Joey Haddad is a healthy scratch this evening. So Haddad has been a thorn in the Giants' side over the last number of years. He's already picked up 38 points this season, 15 of them goals. Obviously with the talent that is in that Cardiff Devils lineup, and obviously having that luxury of leading the player out, I just didn't think it was going to be Joey Haddad in a big game like this. Yeah,
having played against him a number of times, he's a very difficult player to play against. He certainly, he brings that gritty element, and as you said, can score some big goals. So a little bit surprised, but in situations like this, I always will side with the coach who sees him every day and sees his team every day, and he obviously sees something that he thinks he thinks this is the best way for him to win. So I'll go with him on it.
He knows his players better than you do.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Happy birthday to Andrew Lord today. I believe it's his. I think it's seen on the Cardiff Devils Twitter that he's 21 today. I think they might have got that wrong.
I hope the Giants bring it in with a nice big victory for him.
Here's hoping. Let's have a chance to look at the Giants lineup here this evening in Belfast as well. Missing out tonight, Patrick Dwyer. He picked up a knock last week. He's been playing through the pain barrier obviously over the last couple of weeks, as all good players do. He misses out this evening. He's day to day, potentially could be in the lineup again tomorrow night, but returning, as I say, Darcy Murphy. That lineup again, like the Cardiff Devils, there's nothing between them on paper.
Yeah, there's obviously the Giants have a number of really good players and guys who've had really good years for them. Obviously missing Dwyer tonight, who's been a key contributor for them, hurts. But as you said, he goes out, and Darcy Murphy, who missed the last game, comes back in. So it's it's one of those things. Both teams are missing a key contributor, and you've just got to play with the lineup that you got, and there's no excuses. So both these teams will be ready to go here because this is a big one.
You can hear the crowd behind us in the atmosphere, Mike. The Cardiff Devils, we're led to believe, have brought 700 fans. They're certainly enjoying the city. I've seen a lot of colour in red, green and white around Belfast today and yesterday. The Belfast Giants fans are out of numbers. We're expecting close to a sellout here in Belfast. So we're only 3 minutes away from face-off. Your officials tonight: Tom Darnell, Tom Perry, your linesmen Danny Beresford and James Ions. Big referees are called for. This is going to be tonight. They need a good performance from the officials.
Yeah, absolutely. As a hockey fan, I hope that they have a really good game and kind of are able to control the flow of the game and stay out of the way. And I hope this one's decided on the ice 5-on-5 as opposed to a penalty-filled affair. So quality referees. Tom Darnell has probably reffed every big game that this league's had for a number of years. So no surprise to see him out there tonight. And as I said, hopefully, usually they have the best games when you don't notice them. So hopefully we don't notice them tonight, and it's just a quality hockey game.
I've just noticed Mike Hicks coming in to media box. I'm probably going to be in trouble this evening at some point. So we will try and bring you the action as best we can this evening. You can just hear this place tonight. You can just feel the atmosphere building. What's the keys to the game?
I think both teams are going to want to start fast. Nobody's going to want to chase this game. Nobody's going to want to get down a couple goals. I think for the Giants, they're going to want to get the puck in deep, make the Devils' defense work hard, make Ben Bounds play the puck, and obviously both teams, you don't want to turn the puck over in your own zone or on the blue lines. You don't want to give the other team any quality chances because it's going to be hard enough preventing them from getting them anyway. So, keys to the game, I think it's big to come out here and start fast because you don't want to be chasing either one of these teams.
Well, the Belfast Giants are making their way onto the ice now. Your officials are already there. Cardiff Devils, we can see them down in their tunnel. And as I say, a minute and a half from face-off. The place at the SSE Arena absolutely filling up, close to capacity. The east end is in as well, the extra seats. Here come the Devils once again as well. Ben Bounds heading straight to his net. The goaltenders tonight, as we've already talked about them, it's going to be absolutely crucial that they come up with big games.
Yeah, obviously both teams are going to be looking for a quality start from their goalie, give them a chance to win. Both of these guys have done it in the past and really have carried their teams all the way to this point, so I expect both of them to have a good game tonight.
If you want to get in contact with us this evening, you can do so on Twitter. You can get myself at Kitchy16, you can get Jeff at JeffMace3. And you can also get at Belfast Giants TV. Tweet us in, let us know where you're watching the game from. We'll give you a shout out if we possibly can. And we'll bring the coverage to you as and when. Adam Keefe, the head coach of the Stena Belfast Giants. He said, this is second year, Macy. You were a teammate. You played for him last year. He seems to be, this year to me, seems to be a wee bit more, I don't want to say subdued, but he seems to be a wee bit more relaxed,
Yeah, I think he's getting a bit more, every day that goes by, every game that he coaches, he gets a bit more comfortable. Obviously to step right into it in the head coaching role is tough and you learn some stuff along the way, but, I think he was a very fiery player and he started out as a very fiery coach, which you definitely need, but I think he's learning to kind of control his emotions a little bit and he understands it's a long game, it's a long season, and you just got to keep building and getting better. So
he was a fiery player on Tuesday night in Stephen Murphy's testimonial. Yeah. I was trying to get him to go, but he wouldn't come anywhere near me.
I think he was just worried about surviving out there. He's not quite in his playing shape anymore.
Just over our shoulder. Everybody's ready to go. We're ready to go. Let's go to centre ice and get ready for the puck drop here at the SSE Arena. The noise in this building tonight is incredible. As I say, close to a sellout. There is some seats down the right hand side at the east end that aren't filled, but the bridge is full, the boxes are full, the West Lounge is full. The Cardiff Devils are in full voice, as are the Belfast Giants fan. Dixon gets the start for the Devils along with Lindley and Livingston. On the back end is Fournier and Ritchie. Murphy, Dustin Johnner and Kyle Bond along with Josh Roach and Curtis Leonard were off and running at the SSE Arena. The first face-off won by the Devils. Livingston nips it past Josh Roach and back to cover up that time off the top of the head of Dixon Fournier. Cross-ice pass, the Giants coming forward at speed. Kyle Bond gets a shot away, hits the post! Kyle Bond there's not Kyle Bond, what a shot from Bond! But Ben Bounds didn't know much about that one.
No, Kyle Bond beats him clean there off the post, and unfortunately for the Giants, it comes right back, and it falls right underneath Ben Bounds. He's able to lay back and cover it up, but obviously a great start there for the Giants, and great to see this line creating something early.
Great shot from Kyle Bond to start off. Face-off won by the Giants to the point for Leonard now. Leonard tipped in front. Second shot for the Giants. Darcy Murphy tries to outwit Ben Bounds, and a great job by the GB goaltender. But another good start for the Belfast Giants in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a couple quality saves there by Ben Bounds. Obviously off the tip point shot, and then he did really well to stay with Darcy Murphy coming across the crease.
Hedden, Martin and Pope out now for the Devils. Gloved down to himself by Joey Martin. He gives the puck up though. And back to cover the Giants' end is Josh Roach. Rutherford ahead, a little bit too far ahead of his teammate on that occasion. Blair Ratty finishes his check on Mark Richardson, and Richardson back up on his feet again, touch to the head to Redden. Here comes the Devils. Fournier over the blue line into the zone, sends it off the back wall, goes around the horn for Joey Martin to give chase. Rutherford tries to help it out, kept in by Mike Hedden, and lofted back up in the neutral zone where a little glove down to himself for Blair Riley. A quick start here at the SSE, just approaching the 92nd mark, and both teams now settling in. Here comes Matt Pope. Gets a little bit of luck there as it rolled off the end of his stick. Good coverage by Schistel. Now onto the stick of Reddick into the Giants end. Gets the shot away. Good stick in the lane. Comes up and over the safety netting for a souvenir. 18-17 to go in the first period.
Yeah, you can feel the energy in the building. The fans are certainly into it, and the teams are coming out quick. Giants obviously with that early opportunity. So we'll see how long they can keep this pace up, because it seems the players and the fans, it's quite loud in here.
I'm out of breath already, man. It's a bit like Tuesday night.
It might be from Tuesday night.
We'll get we've got some of the video there of the show of Stephen Murphy interview with regards to his testimonial. We'll have a bit of a chat about it at the end of the first period. We're also going to have a chat with the GM of the Cardiff Devils, Todd Kelman, at the end of the second period, and we'll bring you all that action when we possibly can. Long puck around the wall there. It was right the whole way down into the Devils zone. Stretch pass on the tape of the captain of the Devils, Morissette to Matt Myers. It comes off the back and sits in behind the net on that occasion. Myers finishes his check. The Giants again loft it back out to the neutral zone. Swindlehurst playing as a forward on a line with Jonathan Boxall and Colin Shields here to start the game. Boxall can't collect that one, goes the whole way through and back into his own zone. Fournier to Richardson round behind again for Gleason Fournier. He collects, lofts it long, looking for a bouncing puck and under pressure straight away there. Good coverage though by Colin Shields.
Yeah, good shift there by the fourth line. It'll be key to the Giants' success tonight if they can get contributions from all four lines tonight.
Bounds just clears his lines there, but whistle down for an offside, and the face-off's going to be outside the Devil zone. Doubleheader this weekend, guys. Don't forget the Cardiff Devils back in the SSE Arena tomorrow evening. But action, there's a shot from a difficult angle there from Livingston. Sends it rank wide by Murphy onto Kyle Bond and through for Dustin John. The puck breaks for Darcy Murphy. Tries to feed it through. Looks for a backdoor play. Giants 1-0 up. 16:38 to go in the first period. A fantastic play by Darcy Murphy and Dustin John puts it home.
Well, we talked about Darcy Murphy coming back into the lineup, and that's what he does best. He's working hard there. He's able to walk around the defenseman. He finds Dustin Johnner, who puts a nice shot by Ben Bounds and an early lead here for the Giants.
Darcy Murphy, lovely play by Murphy. Ben Bounds tried to get that right leg out, and Dustin Johnner slots it home for his 24th goal of the season.
Yeah, you know, great work by this line. I really like the way the Giants have started today. They've come out fast. They had a couple good opportunities early, and then they're able to cash in there to go up. And as I said before, you don't want to be chasing either one of these teams, so it'd be real key for the Giants if they can find a way to extend this lead here. They'll be mean some really good stuff going forward.
Head now gets that in deep. Pope gives a shove on the back there for Nick Fall. Round behind, Chris Higgins picks it up in the corner. Higgins off the glass, sends it forward. A chance for a 2-on-1 here. Blair Riley at the back door, tries to go through the 5-hole. Good save by the goaltender. Roach now, he takes a hit to try to make the play. Comes off the leg that time and breaking forward into the neutral zone was Matt Pope, but again, good play by Higgins. Here comes Hedden now. You can hardly hear yourself think in this arena this evening. Lewis sends one goalward, but right the whole way through and out the other end and back to the neutral zone. Kyle Bond keeping Lewis under pressure, but he's being helped out by Josh Batch, and again the Cardiff Devils looking for a quick change here, but another chance for the Cardiff Devils down low.
Yeah, you know, it's certainly been some pace to this game here. Both teams coming out flying, working hard.
Devils now down the left wing, over the blue line, lays it out for Haddad. We were told Haddad was a healthy scratch, so my apologies for giving you that information. It's obviously wrong, and we'll try and get to the bottom of that as soon as we possibly can. The Devils into the Giants end once again. Sends it through. Well gloved that time by Tyler Bescarawani. And the face-off's going to be in the Giants end. Good face-off win again, hand back to the blue line as a shot comes in. Good pad save by Besco. Picked up just inside his own zone by Darcy Murphy. That's off his stick. Going to go the length of the ice, no icing. As Kyle Bond sends it back, and a good save just on the outside of his post that time by Ben Barnes. Bond, he seems to be all over the ice here. We talked about him before the game, and he certainly had a great start to this game in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, this whole line here, they've been moving their feet and creating havoc for the Cardiff D.
Curtis Leonard now. Leonard to Roach. Josh Roach, 63 points in 63 games for the Giants in his first year pro. He's doing well down low again. Good play by Richardson. Sends it to the outside for Fournier. Fournier now tries to start the play forward for Dixon. Dixon diagonally into the zone. Good play by Livingston though. He's putting Rutherford under pressure. Livingston sends it back around the horn for Gleason Fournier. Looking for a tip in front. Good save by Bescarawani though, and it gives a chance for the Giants to break forward. But that's a good read by Fournier. He gives the puck up, leaves it to Rutherford. Rutherford now can't get the shot away, but a really good recovery that time by Lingley. Livingston sends it forward again. He dumps it in, giving chase, and Kevin Rain is hit hard into the wall by Dixon. Real physical start to this game. Round behind for Lingley. Lingley tries to step out, being kept to the outside by McFall. McFall doing a good job, and shot coming in at distance. There's a puck in the slot. Kevin Rain tries to collapse on top of it. This is a good shift for the Devils, probably their best of the game so far, Mace.
Yeah, they're doing good there. They're moving. Kevin Rain doing a really good job in front to out-battle the player to get the rebound.
Furlan gets it in behind the D-man and Mark Lewis, and he hits him hard into the wall. That plexiglass is going to shake for quite a while. Jonathan Furlan leads the Giants and hits. Great play by Garside. Here comes Smotherman now. He's being kept to the outside that time. And a little shove in the back on Mark Lewis. Can't see the puck. He actually breaks up the wall, and the linesman tries to jump out of the way. It's going to go to the length of the ice for an icing call. But as I say, a real physical start to this game of just over 7 minutes gone.
Yeah, you know, it really is. And both of these teams are so good. You're never going to dominate them for too long a stretches. So I expect this to go back and forth quite a bit here today. You know, with chances of things both ways. But good quality hockey game so far. Both teams moving their feet and doing some good things.
Evan Mosley is the healthy scratch, folks. We was skating this morning, and for some reason we were told 27. So my apologies about that. It's definitely Evan Mosley. That is on the ice. I was shocked when I seen the name being taken off the list, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't think Mosley was ready to come back yet anyway. So
that's all stemming from the hit from Risling of the Nottingham Panthers. He's still out suspended. I don't think he comes back until next weekend. Colin Shields dumps it in. Boxall giving chase. They're outside along with Blair Riley now. Boxall picks it up in the corner. Cycles that back down low. Takes a ricochet off the dasher board. Josh Batch under pressure. He tries to send it forward. A chance. Pretty lucky here not to get called in too many men. As it come off the skate of the player exiting the ice, but here they come. Here comes Dustin Johnner now. Johnner trying to get the jump, but it's whistled for offside.
Yeah, you know, I could be wrong, but I don't think if you intentionally, I think you have to intentionally play it. I think if it directs off you, I don't think it's a penalty. I think they should have maybe blown it down or something, but I could be wrong. I've been known to not know the rules.
As a defenseman?
After many years of playing, there's still some things I'm confused about.
1-0 Giants, 12:21 to go in the first. That's dumped in deep now, this time by Josh Roach. Reddick sends it round the outside. Good play by Hope as he knocks it past Darcy Murphy and sends it forward for Joey Martin. Martin into the zone. Gets the head up, sends it round the wall. Takes a little bit of a nudge there from Kyle Bond after playing the puck. Out there alongside Hedden and Pope. A give up in the corner that time as it goes back to the blue line for Reddick. Reddick to the half wall. Gets it to the top of the circles, and Mike Hedden just couldn't control that one. Darcy Murphy trying to get the jump around the outside of the defenseman, but a smart play by Bryce Reddick.
Yeah, good job by Reddick there to pinch that off before anything happened.
Schisto sends it through, tries to give it up. The Giants have a chance here, but a real battle in front by Reddick. Kept in at the blue line, shot through. Tipped wide of the target though. A real big mistake from behind the net by Schisto. Schisto really couldn't believe he sent that out front and trying to make a real dangerous play early on in this game.
Yeah, you know, you're standing flat-footed, you're not moving at all. He was just waiting. He tries the backhand sauce in the middle when it almost cost him.
Blair Riley with a shot and a good glove save by Barnes.
You know, lots of teams and lots of players are doing that now. Over the years, everyone's figured out the middle of the ice a lot of times now is open because when you're younger, everybody's teaching to keep it on the middle, so everyone's coming down the walls. But that time there, he was just standing there waiting, didn't have his feet moving. He tried to force it into traffic, and it almost ended up in the back of his net.
Good face-off win by Dixon. Sends it out. Now Stephen Dixon picks it up and starts exiting the zone. Ahead to Richardson, who's jumped up into the play. Outward to the boards for Livingston now. Livingston trying to keep Colin Shields busy. It goes round the horn. Kevin Rain looks to get there first. Rain can't get it out over the blue line. McFall has to retreat back into his own end. Higgins now to across ice for Shields and Blair Riley. Riley tries to get into the zone. Higgins between the legs, round behind, and just sidesteps a hit as Lingley was coming in to take his man out. Back to the blue line for Garside. Garside looking to get one towards the net, and a good paddle save that time by Ben Barnes. Giants have mixed their lines up here early on as well. Lovely poke check away from Gleason Fournier by Smotherman. Jordan Smotherman, 7 points in 7 games since he came in here, Mace. He's been a really good addition so far.
Yeah, I know they expected a lot of him when he came in, and they're certainly getting the results.
Jim Vandermeer trying to jump up into the play. Nice, smart play there by young Duggan. Touched off, and sorry, Mace, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Giants D got to be careful jumping in because they certainly have the offensive firepower of the Devils to go the other way quickly.
Myers now, he collides with Curtis Leonard. Giants again, just happy enough to get the puck out in the neutral zone. Dustin Johnner is the furthest forechecker forward. And behind his own net now. Josh Batch, I know his dad Kevin usually watches our webcast. So hello to Kevin. A long stretch pass there, and it's going to come the whole way back with a offside call. And they're bringing that the whole way back.
Yeah, I don't think he touched it. I think it went all the way down for an ice there. I think he just missed connection. So, well, we've certainly got the game we expected here in the first 10 minutes. You know, a lot of speed, a lot of hits, crowds into it. So certainly a good one here so far.
Shout out to Sheila Margaret watching in Northeast England. Roach sends it deep. Lazarus again. Jerry and Anna Maria watching from Nottingham. Giants deep in their own zone. You know what? Kyle Bond has certainly drawn a penalty there off Mark Lewis. He's also lost a stick. The Besker one, he's already off. Good save down low by Bynes. Lewis trying to entice Kyle Bond into something. Can't see that going to happen. But Giants got a power play opportunity here with 9:04 to go in the first period.
Yeah, you know, Giants are making the Cardiff D battle along the wall. Eventually you make them battle long enough that you know, you're going to kind of force them into a penalty. I couldn't tell if Bond stepped on his stick or if he got it between his legs, but either way, Giants are going to have a chance to go on the power play and hopefully try to extend this lead.
I think, I mean, my first initial thought was he actually stood on the blade of his stick.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well without seeing a replay, but that's what happened when you put them under that much pressure and they're having to kind of chase you around a bit. It kind of gets the refs thinking as well that you know, they're expecting a penalty to come up.
Shout out to AMCU enjoying the stream, watching at home again. Paddy Sloan watching from home tonight. I know he's coming tomorrow because the head coach has left him tickets, and be looking forward. Shot from just in the middle of the circle there, but a quick reaction shot by Chris Higgins. Ben Barnes lucky to keep that one aside. It tries to go 5-hole again from Higgins. Dixon sends it off the wall and around the horn, and Henton gives chase. Good coverage by Jim Vandermeer, and it comes off the stanchion up in the right beside the Giants bench there. But again, you talk about, you know, not jumping up into the play, and the Giants need to be careful of that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this team's a very dangerous Cardiff team with a lot of firepower. So it's okay to jump up, but you got to make sure you got plenty of coverage the other way.
David Rutherford was driving the net, but again, stuck to his post on that occasion was Ben Bounds. Rutherford picks it up, sends it out to Darcy Murphy. Murphy gets a quick shot away again. Trying to go 5-hole again on Ben Bounds. Rutherford off the wall. There's it off. Chance for the chances. This time Ben Bounds was off his post, and a quick shot from Kyle Bond, but managed to just reach his pad back there in time.
That was a really good save. I thought from this angle Bond was going to put it in.
Real battle along the wall. Darcy Murphy tries to get it down. No, comes off the stick of Kyle Bond. It's helped around the horn again and out the other side, but kept in at the blue line by Roach. To Darcy Murphy. Darcy Murphy tries to get a shot away. It's in the slot. It's a chance for the Giants, but batted out of the air. Ben Bounds didn't know what that one was. Great start here in this power play with 14 seconds remaining. Murphy tries to go in between the post and the Devils defenseman Reddick. Gets it out in the neutral zone. But a real good opportunity there for the Giants again.
Yeah, some really good chances on the power play. The Giants are doing a really good job of taking that puck to the net, putting their, driving hard to the net, putting shots on and going for rebounds. So, really good signs there from the power play. Even though they didn't score, they looked really good.
We're back to 5-on-5. Jonathan Ferdin trying to get the jump on Mark Lewis. Breaks out again, well covered that time by Lingley. Lingley up against Kevin Rain. Kevin Rain doing a great job recovering there, keeping his man to the outside. Lingley to the top of the circle. Shot coming in. Great save by Bescarvani. There's a chance and it's 1-1. The puck broke free for Ulmer. He sends it out to that man Haddad, and Haddad ties it up.
Yeah, that's good play by the Cardiff forwards. They cycle that puck. They get the shot on net. And as you said, Ulmer does a good job of coming around the net, finding that rebound, and then putting it over to Haddad, who's got a wide open net. That's a really smart heads-up play there by Ulmer, though. He's able to come around, and a lot of guys will turn and just try to stuff that or just try to jam that home. He picks it up, and he looks up, and he finds Haddad for a wide-open net. After a really good power play from the Giants, where a couple times we thought they had extended the lead to 2-0. Now here we are 1-1.
As I say, we talk about it before. You've got to take your chances when they come along this level. Again, that was a great heads-up play right onto the tape of Joey Haddad. And he slots that one home for his 16th goal of the season. Devils on the attack once again. Ulmer putting Kevin Ray under pressure. Knocks one off the wall there. Sends it cross ice, picked up by Higgins. Higgins going to be offside, but he didn't bring the puck over the blue line.
No, they should have blown it down the other end because it was delayed offside, and Cardiff players were actually playing the Giants defenders who had the puck. So they should have blown it down there. They let it go, and then down here, the puck never actually crossed into the zone, and they blew it down. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think that was a correct call.
Shout out to Damien Reid watching in Lanzarote. He's cheering for the Devils out there. It was either Belfast or Lanzarote. I know where I'd rather go. In fairness to Damien, I hope you're having a good time out there. Gareth McShane and Anne McShane watching again this evening in Belfast and Sheffield. And here come the Giants through the zone on the outside, and Darcy Murphy tries to find Kyle Bond. Bond being kept on the outside in the lines. The referee goes down. Cross ice to Garside. Garside looks for a shot, well blocked by Pope. Fans calling for a penalty there, but the stick just got caught up.
Yeah,
I don't think there's much in that one.
That's a good non-call. There's nothing in that.
Reddick to Duggan now. Shows it off the glass, but hit the stance instead in the zone. Goes cross ice. Schisto helps it back down to the Giants' end, and Lewis Hook just can't collect that once. Lingley spins away from him and starts up ice. Gets to the top of the circle. Used a screen there. Good block in front by Garside. Lingley again making the chance to work here and goes cross ice to Lewis. Lewis looking for a tip in front. Good save by Bescarvani. Livingston can't collect. Lingley finishes his check in the long half wall and steps out with a puck. Shot from Livingston just wide of the post. There's a really good shift again for the Cardiff Devils. They look as if they've woke up here, if you want to put it that way. The Giants get off to a better start. The Devils certainly look as if they're coming back into this now. Long stretch pass, can't find the Giant, and it's going to come the whole way back for an icing call with 4:32 to go in the first period. It's 1-1.
You see what a quality player that Lingley is there. He had a man all over him. He brings it around. Instead of throwing it out front, kind of what most people would do, they try to just hope and a prayer it into the front because there's traffic. He holds on to it, he goes all the way around, he puts it up to the point, they go D to D, they get a quality shot on net, and then they continue to cycle for 30 or 40 seconds after that. So that shows you his experience and how quality of an offensive player he is. He's not just throwing the puck away, he's holding it until he has somewhere to give it. So obviously a lot of talented players on this Devils team that Giants have to keep their eye on tonight.
Devils keep it in the zone, send it back down behind the net. Joey Martin can't collect that one. It goes the whole way around. The Fournier, good work by Lewis Hook as he steps out of the corner and starts the play going forward. This time to Smotherman over the line. I thought that should have been an offside call.
I'm with you there. I think that was definitely offside.
David Rutherford picks it up behind the net. He can't get the puck out of his feet though. Rudy gives it up to Higgins. Higgins behind the net. Gets it out. Well knocked out there that time again. This time by Joey Martin. Kept down low as Rutherford stayed in behind the net. Leaves that for Riley. There Riley puts it back up the wall to Higgins. Higgins steps around the outside of Morissette. Thinks about going short side. There's the top of the circle. Shot coming in. Great save there by Ben Bounds, and Kevin Rain has a second opportunity to collect the puck and cycle it back down low again. Round behind for Rutherford. Rutherford under pressure. He takes Fournier out of the play. Higgins again. Extended pressure here by the Giants, and well cut out that time by Fournier, but a missed pass, and that's going to go the length of the ice for an icing call.
That's really good work there by the Giants offensive players. You know, the more you can grind this Devils team out, the more you can make them work. These long shifts like this, they take a lot out of you, and over the course of 2 games here, this is what's going to pay dividends for the Giants. Obviously, you see the players now on the icing, a number of tired guys out there. So the more you can really grind it out, cycle it out, make them work hard in their D zone, you know, the better off you're going to be later on in this game and then into tomorrow. See, this used to drive me nuts as a player. The officials let them do this, right? And essentially what they're doing is they're buying time, and then they send them back, and then they talk to them. You got to be on top of it right away and not let them get the extra guys out on the ice.
Well, in fairness, now Tom Darnell heads straight over to the bench and told them no more. So if they do it again, they'll probably get a penalty for it for delay of game. Giants are in the zone. No, Johnner sends it round behind. Darcy Murphy keeps it on the outside. This time under pressure from Reddick. Ulmer joins the party. Can't get it cleared. Well gloved down by Josh Roach. The Giants again keep it in the zone. Puck breaks in the Funnacap circle. Johnner tries to find Kyle Bond at the top of the circle, but a good block in front again, and out to the neutral zone. The Devils have a chance to change up now. Or do they?
They should have him here. Make sure they get the right guys. This is a long extended shift for this line. Another great shift by the Johnner and Bond, Darcy Murphy line there. They've been really good here tonight so far, moving their feet and really making the Devils work every time they're in the offensive zone.
Shout out to Tom Simpson and Craig Pierce, both watching at home this evening. Couldn't make it to the game. And Toby and Joe again watching that home. Couldn't make it to the SSE Arena. Their dad can, or well, their husband and dad can. But Matt McIver at work as per normal. Shields sends it back down into the corner. It's picked up behind the net by Reddick. Reddick starts to play for the Devils. Dad gets the red line on now. The Devils have a chance to change up. 2:20 to go in the first period. Long stretch pass couldn't be collected again that time by Hook. And now the Giants are going to be under pressure with the face-off in their own zone. Joe Keatley watching with Kim and Carrie Fergus tonight. Can't wait to get to the Giants game tomorrow. Patrick Smith watching on a train on the way from Edinburgh to Manchester. Davey McGimsey in Bristol, all watching the webcast this evening. Face off to the left of Bescarwani. Good win that time by Smotherman. Smotherman out there along with Lewis Hook and Colin Shields. A shot from the blue line. Couldn't be redirected into by Stephen Dixon. Lingley picks it up on the half wall. Back to the blue line for Lewis. Lewis gets it out, and the Giants try to get the zone. It's kept in, and a whistle. It's going to be an offside. Lingley didn't exit the zone on time. entertaining first period, miss.
It really has. I looked up, I was surprised there was only a minute 52 left. These teams have been certainly keeping us entertained.
Lewis sends it high off the glass and around the wall. Giants have control of the puck. They go cross ice. Picked up this time by McFall. McFall comes in deep. Shisto around the outside this time of Rutherford and clears it back in the neutral zone. That's not going to go the length of the ice though. Bescarlani just helps it to the side for McFall. Long stretch past to Higgins. He tips it towards Rutherford, and David Rutherford doesn't look as if he's got his wheels going so far this evening.
I think he just kind of held up there to make sure he didn't go offside, and then
with a high sticking ball. An easy one there. And looks like Chris Higgins is going to make his way to the penalty box.
I think it's
Rutherford.
Yeah, I didn't see whose stick it was, but they reached in and looked like it just rode up and into the face. So obviously an opportunity here for the Devils to go on the power play late in the first period to try to take a lead into the intermission.
Devils on the power play are second in the league with 24.9, and the Giants PK 86.4 for first in the league. So not much quarter given. Special teams could be crucial here this evening. Pope at the hash marks along the wall. Fournier on the blue line. Gets it back down for Matt Pope. Pope sends it across, blocked in front, and the chance to get it back out to the neutral zone.
Yeah, really good block there by Kendall McFall. Just good positioning there. He's able to block it, clear it all the way down.
Pope to Martin and Hedden now. Like Hedden there's it off again for Pope. Pope round behind. Hedden gets it out front of the shot, and a good save again by Bescarlani. Hedden round towards Matt Pope. 35 seconds remaining on the period. To the top lead circle. Fournier takes a shot, sends it back to Pope along the half wall. Gets it back to Fournier. Fournier look with a shot. Good save up high that time by Bescarlani. Round behind for Hedden. Shot coming in wide of the target. It was a glorious opportunity for Pope, but he couldn't get that one on target. Joey Martin steps off the wall to Fournier. Fournier back to Joey Martin. Winds up, feeds it out to Matt Pope, and with 5 seconds to go, Mike Hedden looking for a tip in front, tries to go back door. That's going to do it with a late shot coming in, but swing and a miss. And the Giants won, Devils won a really great entertaining first period.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good work on the power play there by the Devils with some good quality chances. Both teams' power plays and the one opportunity looked really good. Obviously, there's still 49 seconds to go on the Devils' first man advantage. But from the looks of how these power plays are looking today, I think it's going to be important for both teams to stay out of the box. You don't want to give the other team too many opportunities because they've been very sharp early. And we talked about how evenly these two teams were matched before the game, and they certainly went out and showed us that in the opening 20 minutes.
It's on goal, 12 for the Giants, 10 for the Devils. It's 1-1 on the board, 49 seconds remaining on the power play opportunity for the Devils, with David Rutherford sitting for a 2-minute high sticking call. A very, very even first period.
Yeah, I think it's really what we talked about before. When you've got this many quality players on the ice on both sides, you're going to have a pretty even period. I thought the line of Vaughn, Johnner, and Murphy was really good for the Giants. I thought they were making the Devils D work really hard. And on the other end, I thought the Lingley line was very good for Cardiff. Obviously chances both ways. I thought both teams' power plays looked pretty good. Obviously the Devils got another 49 seconds here. I don't know, really what we expected, a good quality hockey game.
I'm going to have a chance now. We're going to switch around a little bit at the end of the second period. We had hoped to bring on Todd Kelman, but I think he's enjoying himself too much after being back in Belfast.
He gets talking, you'll never get him.
That's what I'm saying. It was going to be 7 or 8 minutes, and Todd needs more than 7 or 8 minutes. You know that, I know that, and I think everybody else knows that too. So we do have another special guest in the arena this evening. Special guest. Mike Hicks, the head of hockey operations for the Elite League, is going to come on and join us at the end of the period. So we'll have a conversation with him. If you want to tweet me your questions in, I'll not promise you can ask him, but certainly send them in to us. We'll do our very best to score through them and see what we can come up with. But his role has certainly changed over the years. We're also going to have a look at a video from 13 years ago today. The Belfast Giants played the Cardiff Devils and the infamous Ed Courtney stick throwing incident. I know it's been divvied about this week on Twitter, on social media. But Ed Courtney lost a rag that night.
Yeah, those are one of those that you kind of forget probably that you're on tape and that's never going to go away when you start that. But obviously. And you name it, you'd probably get a little bit more than a 100-pound fine, but regardless, here we go for the second.
Here we go indeed. From Darnell with the puck chop. We're off and running. The Devils with the face-off win. As I say, 43 seconds remaining now on that power play opportunity. Here comes Gleason. Fournier drop pass back for his teammate, come across the line of speed. Joey Martin, the outside shot, a lovely stick in the middle there that time from Tyler Beskarwani, but straight through the chance like a knife through butter.
That was an incredible break-in by the Devils, and that's a game-saving or a goal-saving stop by Beskarwani there, blocking that cross-ice pass.
Martin across to Fournier now. Fournier to Matt Pope. He takes a shot. Good save by Beskarwani, and Beskarwani just gloves that one as Mike heading it to the far side, and he tried to put it home.
Yeah, obviously just touched on it. What a really good breakout there by the Devils. Fournier drops it way back. The Giants are kind of standing flat-footed across the blue line, and they just kind of are able to walk through them. And aside from that Beskarwani stick there on the pass across the crease, that would have been a 2-1 Devils lead.
Well, I think that'll be in the highlights at the end of the game itself. Another great face-off win by the Devils. That's sent down low. Ferdinand keeping his man to the outside. 5 seconds remaining on the power play, and that's just over the line. Reddick having a conversation here. Do you know what? I don't think the puck was over the line yet.
Yeah, I think it's really close. I didn't get a great look at it, but I thought at first glance he kept it in. He obviously thought he kept it in. The official's a long way away there on the other side of the ice making that call, but they've given the benefit of the doubt, and obviously the Giants will take the whistle.
And the face-off win for the Devils. We're back to 5-on-5. David Rutherford steps out. That's dumped in deep. Little look over the shoulder there. Josh Roach under pressure straight away. Dixon tries to go around the outside, and Curtis Leonard picks it up in the corner, sends it up the wall to Jordan Smotherman. Cross ice for Roach. Roach now. Little miss pass there, but getting a little bit of luck as Scheistel decided to dump that one in. Roach can't reach that one, and a dodgy start here to the second period for the Giants. Here comes Livingston. He's in behind the defence, gets the shot down low. Good save and a giveaway by the Giants once again. And a first minute and 30 seconds they probably want to forget here, miss.
Yeah, they starting short-handed, and obviously the Devils' power play got some good opportunities and built a little bit of momentum. So important for them to try to go back the other way here with a good shift down there. And
Murphy gets a shot from the outside, batted down, and Joey Haddad, the goal scorer for Devils, with just a slow down play, keeping control of the puck in his own end. I'm behind now for Reddick, back to Haddad. He tips it forward, back out to the neutral zone. Vandermeer under pressure from Ian Ulmer. Darcy Murphy has to get his head up there and picks it up the centre ice. Here comes Murphy. Murphy over the line, tries to feed it through, and bouncing puck in the high slot that time. Shot through from Johnner, but that doesn't get the whole way through to Ben Bounds. Murphy under pressure. Good play by the Devils down low. They can't clear the puck though as Vandermeer shoots from distance, take a ricochet to the far side now. Riley in behind and back up the wall again for McFall. Blair Riley, the captain of the Belfast Giants, has already got 32 goals this season. He's been absolutely outstanding, and Great goal last Saturday night against the Glasgow Clan, sorry.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen a player in my mind that's been a better player than Blair Riley this year. He's been so dominant and been so good for this team. Can't say enough about what he's done and how well he's played all year.
Rutherford's back out alongside Riley. And Chris Higgins came into the lineup in the start of January. He's got 18 points already, up a shot from distance, but a wraparound there coming in for Riley that time. Ben Barnes was tight to his post. There's got to be an icing call here.
I think a key to the game here, that this Devils team, and they always have been under Andrew Lord, they are incredible at blocking shots. The Giants D got to make sure that they're doing their best to get shots through. You see that chance there. Kevin Rain gets it all the way through and ends up missing the net, I think, wide, but Chris Higgins able to pick it up and try to wrap it around. So the Giants D got to be really good at moving their feet, shifting the angle, and being able to get pucks by, because these Devils will, if you give them a chance, they're going to block it.
Face-off went a shot from McFall, but high and wide of the target. Rutherford collides in the corner. Shot again, and that's blocked going through from Kevin Ray, and the Devils managed to clear, and they're going to get a chance to change up now, I believe. James Ions rolled. Kevin Ray got the puck before it actually crossed the goal line, and there's no icing on that call. That's dumped in deep. Higgins gives chase. He's too slow to get past Richardson on that occasion. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity here for the Devils. They go cross ice, heading, looking for a lovely centering pass there, but well cut out by the Belfast Giants defenseman Curtis Leonard. That goes ahead this time for Higgins. He goes through those own legs, tries to drive the front on net, goes the front door, right over the top of Ben Barnes, and doesn't look as if there's going to be any penalty called here. The defenseman just couldn't keep Chris Higgins to the outside, and he drove the net.
Yeah, you know, Higgs had a step on him there, picking it up off the wall. He did really good to take it hard to the net. Once the forward makes that cut hard to the net, he's got good body position. It's really tough for a defenseman, and Higgy ends up going in over top of Ben Bounds, and they blow it down. No penalty on the play, just a little inadvertent contact with the goalie, and I think the face-off will come outside.
Face-off outside the Devil zone. Good face-off win again. They've been pretty good in the circle tonight, Dixon especially. There's a cross-ice pass that time from Fournier, blocked by Colin Shields. Long stretch pass. Langley lays it off for Dixon. Dixon now in a bit of space. Tries to get the shot away. Well blocked by Roach. Roach just closed the gap down, got there in time, and a quick deflection of his pads and up and over. Langley again, he certainly is a great addition to this Devils lineup this year. Cross-ice pass, Josh Roach now jumping up into the play. It's up against Richardson, just puts the brakes on at the hash marks. Richardson doing a good job to tie him up, cycles it back down low, but having to come back up the wall again is Smotherman using his size and control the puck. Can't find a teammate in front. Puck breaks for him, and he just gets the shot away. I'm over the top of the net. Lovely chance for Jordan Smotherman.
Yeah, great job by this line, grinding it out down low, and they're able to get the puck back and just missed.
Jonathan Furlan now under pressure behind from Fournier. Couldn't get the pass out front. Langley steps away from it, goes one way and the other. Left-handed around the outside of Vandermeer, lays it off, but I think he's just a little bit too far ahead of his teammate on that occasion, but a glorious chance there by Langley. Vandermeer had the gap closing down by him that time by heading. Here comes Jim Vandermeer over the Devils blue line, out to the outside for Kyle Bond. Shot coming in for Bond, but that was high and wide. Back round behind the net of Bounds, and Darcy Murphy can't connect cleanly. And Lewis gives the puck up in the corner. Kyle Bond now lays it out for Johnner. Johnner cycles it back down low once again. Darcy Murphy under pressure from Lewis, and I don't think there's much in that one either. He'll just two battling from two tough players.
Yeah, that's a good non-call there. They're just battling it out, and Murph just tries to sell it, so good non-call by the officials.
David Rutherford, a long stretch pass in behind the defence. That time's Darcy Murphy. Murphy and Lewis once again, but Lewis just getting the advantage on us. Surely got to be looking at a potential interference call there, but nothing coming. And here come the Devils once again over the red line. Gets it dumped in deep. The linesman had to jump out of the way on that occasion. Beskarwani under pressure sends it back up the wall for Riley. Riley through the middle this time for Higgins. Higgins is the man going on the outside. Gets the inside. That's just offside. Lovely skill from Chris Higgins, but McFall was just ahead of him.
Yeah, really, that's obviously really close. There's been a few close ones that have, been called down. They obviously, looking at the replay here, it's real tight, hard to see, but they're a lot closer than me. But yeah, certainly nice move there by Higgins to shake around the defender, but unfortunately just offside.
Penalty called here again. The Giants with a face-off in stride infraction, and David Rutherford heading straight to the penalty box.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking there to be honest with you to tell you what happened, but I think Rutherford was still a bit hot. He thought it should have been a penalty called earlier in that shift when he got clipped going by, and a lot of times that if you think something should have been called before, you might be a little hot on the refs, and then they're going to be quick to call you on something else. So I don't know if it had to be a face-off infraction. No, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, a face-off infraction indeed. Here comes the Devils on a power play now. Schistl lays it out. Shot, good save by Beskarwani. The puck's free. There's a real scramble in front. And Kevin Rain comes away with it and starts it going forward to Blair Riley. Riley in over the line. Gets a good bit of space. A good defensive play there by the Devils defenseman. Lovely smart play by Schistl. Devils going forward again. Lingley's called for offside though. Just lifted his leg up over it. A little bit of afters there between Myers and McFall. But that was a real smart play by Schistl.
Yeah, obviously the Giants there tried to break the other way as everyone was kind of jamming around the net. They get the quick 2-on-1 the other way. Great job by Schistl there he was able to buy enough time for Joey Martin to get back and make it a 2-on-2, and at that point he did there was nothing really for Blair Riley, and he ended up just chipping it down deep. But good play by the Devils, but really good for the Giants. Now the Devils they're going to have to be careful and be watching for the Giants to go short-handed.
Schistl played in Norway last year, picked up 19 points for Lawrence Cobb. Dixon now, he's hit hard into the wall, the whole way around for Joey Martin. Joey Martin back down to Myers. Myers, GB International, he'll be looking to be on that plane this year for the World Championships. Being a stalwart for GB over the years. A lot of silverware, a lot of experience. Schistl now, cross ice, picked up by Lingley. Lingley steps off the wall, gives it back to Schistl. He can't get the shot away. There's a chance at the back door for Martin. A swing and a miss. And Beskarwani didn't know much about that one. Devils camped in the Giants' end here. Martin at the top of the circles. Winds up, gets the shot away off the back wall, that time from Schistl. 40 seconds remain on the penalty. Back to Schistl again. Winds up, gets the shot away, and wide of the target again. I think that might be the plan there for the Devils, just shooting it wide of the target, but they're just not getting the bounces coming off the dasher wall.
Yeah, it's important for that defenseman to get that shot all the way through. You can get it off the back wall. If it gets blocked, it's probably going to get sent all the way down.
Fournier creates a bit of space for himself. Good sticking only in that time by McFall. Heading back to Fournier. Breaks for Kevin Rain. He sends that 200 feet on target.
It's a good job by the Giants penalty killers there. Sticks in lanes and not really giving them anything to go through the box. Smart
play again from Josh Roach. He took Ulmer out of the play. Leonard sends that again, length of the ice. The Giants are back to 5-on-5 now. 2 for 2 on the PK so far. Rutherford skates rink wide there to hit his man, and a whistle.
Popped up off his stick and out of play.
Giants fans trying to rile their team. 11:32 to go in this second period. David McGimsey has just texted. Ed Courtney got 2 games for that outburst back 13 years ago. He was also thrown out of the game with Theo Fleury that night. Tonight the Giants won the league. They missed the league-winning game in Nottingham, but what a year that was as a Belfast Giants fan. Having Theo Fleury, sorry, just absolutely electric. Rutherford now feeds it inside and good stick in the lane by the Devils. Here comes the dad. The dad spins away. Nice bit of skill there for the big man. Gets that in deep. Bescarawani sends it back to where it came from. The dad cycles that down low once again. Livingston puts Leonard under pressure. Devils get it to the blue line. Shot blocked by Chris Higgins. Higgins across for Rutherford again. Rutherford can't control that one. He gets it past Batch, and there's going to be a penalty here. Josh Batch just interfering with David Rutherford. Are they calling both?
I don't think so. I think they're just calling Josh Batch. I actually think that's a bit unfortunate for Batch as a demon. I know you're just trying to jump back to the inside and go back towards the post because Rutherford had a bit of a step on him, and he ends up flipping him on the way by and takes him down. And we're going to look at a Giants power play that was really dangerous in their first time out and had a lot of quality chances. So see if they can get a power play goal here and break this tie.
Shout out to Matthew Keating in Cardiff. He's a massive Devils fan, and he says Clarice wants a kiss. That's from his uncle Simon Keating. Simon Keating, next teammate of mine for the Castlereagh Knights way back when. And, the next part of Devils player as well, old top lad. Hope you're keeping well, Keats. Bond Knight sends it back to the blue line.
Wants a kiss from you.
From Clarice. You want a kiss from me, behave yourself. No, Clarice. So must just be past Valentine's Day, so I'm sure he's trying to get involved there some way. Stray pass to the Giants, goes the length of the ice, and 40 seconds ticking away. Picked up behind his own net by Roach. Roach starts up ice, that's taken away from him. There's a chance here for the Devils, getting in behind. Winds up, gets a shot away. Great save by Bescarawani. Josh Roach just trying to do too much to cross that line. A little bit of optics there. Hedden and Roach having a conversation. Hedden trying to get Roach involved. A whistle ensues, and we'll wait and see what the penalties are upcoming here.
I think they blew it down, so I'm guessing they're taking both.
Oh, there's a stick coming out there on Blair Riley from Hedden.
I think he's going to get an extra one here. I'm not sure though.
Josh Roach heading to the box, as is Mike Hedden. So we'll wait for the calls here.
Not really sure. Now it looks like
Blair Riley's getting the extra one.
Well, unless Hedden's getting two, and Roach and Riley are just getting one each. But hard to say. I think they were both getting an initial because they blew it down there right away when they were kind of pushing and shoving. And then there was a few extras after everyone got in there.
Tom Darnell's going to have a conversation here with the... It looks like there's 4 minutes going this side here.
Yeah, I think
roughing. 2 minutes for roughing.
It should stay Giants power play, I'd imagine. But go back to that big save there by Bescarawani after Roach was stripped of the puck by Sheastel.
Face off in the Giants' end here. So it's still going to be a power play for the Giants. 2 minutes for roughing for Roach, and it looks like it's 2 minutes for roughing for Blair Riley.
Yeah, I think it's down here because I think they gave the Giants the last penalty in that. But they'll still be a man up.
So if Hedden's got 2+2, they're having a conversation in the penalty box here between Hedden and Blair Riley. Certainly getting heated down in there. And both players on their feet. So that might not be the end of this one. We'll bring you as soon as those penalties are over. So if Hedden's got 2+2, and we're waiting again for confirmation of the call. The Giants have two players on 2 minutes, so the Giants should have an extra 2 minute penalty at the end of that then, surely. Josh Batts already in there. We'll listen in for the penalties. Verdon finishes his check in behind. Smotherman steps out, sends it off the wall, back to the blue line. It's kept in the zone. Smotherman steps off, gives it across to Rutherford. Rutherford, space, winds up, gets a shot away. Good save by Ben Barnes. A real scramble in front. Picked up, sent back to the blue line to Vandermeer. Jim Vandermeer winds up, gets a shot through, but well blocked in front by, is that Jake Morissette? It has to be, because he's unbelievable at blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that before, how good they are blocking shots and how the Giants need got to find ways to get it through. Obviously, Morissette there with a huge block on the penalty kill.
Didn't get to hear the announcement from.
I think they said 2 and 2 for a rough for Hedden, and then I missed what the Giants got, but either way, it was either way everybody washed, and now we're back to full strength.
Just logging on here to Power Street to see if we can find out what the penalties were. Vandermeer under pressure. Lingley pokes away from him. He's round behind, and Rain and Haddad battle in the corner. Back to the top of the circles. Chance for the defense with Fournier. He found on the shot. It was a big opportunity there for the Devils.
Yeah, he just couldn't get the handle on it. He tried to rip it, but he never had it, and he just kind of slid into his feet.
Hedden's 2+2. Roach 2 minutes, and Riley 2 minutes, all for roughing. So it's 5-on-5 here. I don't get that penalty. If he got 2+2, that means Hedden's got to sit for 4 minutes. We'll get back to it in just a second. Darcy Murphy from the outside, just wide of the target. Leonard now down low, battling there alongside Ulmer. Here comes Fournier. Fournier over his own blue line, gets to the red, dumps it in. A little bit of a hit coming in there for McFall. Comes off the skate that time of Jonathan Furland. Again, real battles all over the ice here. Colin Shields hit hard, just coming out over his own blue line there. Long stretch pass tipped into the zone by Dugan. Beskarwani with his head up sends it to the outside. Another big hit delivered there, this time by Livingston. And again, the action and the physicality certainly ramping up in this second period. Furland battling in behind. The puck comes round for Colin Shields. Shields can't get there. It's kept in the zone by Batch. Back up the wall again. Colin Shields helps it out to the centre. 7 minutes to go in the second period. And 1-1. Batch and McFall in the corner. Two big bodies. Josh Batch working up. Gets it to the top of the circle. Shot coming in. Didn't miss by much. Beskarwani, a man in front, and Giants need to be careful there. Colin Shields turns the puck over in his own zone. It goes back down low. Lovely pick off the wall by Pope. Pope tries to drive the net. It's in the blue paint, and Beskarwani with another big save.
Yeah, you know, the Giants were able to clear the puck before, but they couldn't get it much past their blue line. Devils were able to keep it from changing. Devils got a full line change, and it almost cost the Giants there as Devils with a few good chances.
McFall gets out to the neutral zone. Furland helps it in, and he heads for a change. David Rutherford out with speed.
That line can finally get off after a really long trip.
It's going to go the whole way through. Waved off for icing. Kevin Rain under pressure behind his own net. Sends it side to side, and well kept in by Lingley. Lingley gets the shot. Good save by Beskarwani. Again, a turnover in their own zone.
Giants got to be careful there. A couple unforced errors. You don't want to give this Cardiff team too many extra whacks at it. A couple times there, they probably could have had it out. Didn't, and then you know, another quality chance, and Besco's got to make another save. So certainly, you know, the Giants want to make sure they're really tightening it up a bit in their D zone, and you don't want to give this team anything extra. I know you're pointing to the box. I have no idea why it was even done.
Get that? 2+2, but it's.
Well, I think you got the right man coming on later to ask him.
Well, I will do, actually. It's a very good point. Face off goal there for Besco. Ulmer, who's been excellent in the circle this evening. He's beaten that time, this time by Rutherford. Riley now sends it through centre. Comes out the other side. Nice play by the Devils. It's tied up. There's going to be a penalty upcoming here again, this time against Chris Higgins. Touched up, and the Devils are going to go back on the power play.
Yeah, I think they're just getting Higgy there for reaching in a bit. It looked like his stick just got caught as he reached in, and enough for a hooking call. And this dangerous Devils power play is going to head back out there. .5:51 remaining.
in the second period, 1-1. Face off to the left, the Beskarwani. Plummer again, up against Dustin Johnner. Good face-off win by chance number 83, Kevin Rain. Under pressure here, but he managed to get it out on pass for the fence. That's a 48. Jumps in front of Bond, and the trailing referee has called that one.
That's definitely a penalty.
48 for interference.
Pretty, I don't know. If you're Andrew Lord, you can't be too happy with that. Pretty foolish. It gets sent by him, and he just, didn't look like there was a lot of harm in it. He steps out and takes Bond down, and quickly go to 4-on-4 here.
He had coverage on the far side. The puck's rimmed around the wall.
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty silly penalty to take, and even it up here.
4-on-4, a lot of ice out there. Dustin Johnner in the circle, ends it cleanly. So cleanly, it's all the way back through centre again. Josh Roach has to pick it up in his own zone. Heading. And Roach now sent up the wall for Dustin Johnner. A foot race here. Bond and Reddick. Reddick gets there first. And takes control back in his own zone. Gets it off for Schistel. Schistel puts the brakes on. Goes cross ice for Joey Martin. Here comes Joey Martin. Gets the shot away. Good block in front by Roach. Dustin Johnner now cross ice for Riley. Riley takes it inside. It's hip and just wide of the post there. There's a chance for the Devils to break forward to 3-on-2. Good back check here by Dustin Johnner. Little drop pass. Schistel looking at the back door. Shot coming in. What a save by Beskarwani again. There's a chance here, but the heads up play. Leonard couldn't see his captain driving forward.
If he looked up quick, he would have had Blair Riley sprung for a breakaway, but really quality play there by the Devils entering the zone. Cutting across, dropping it, and I think Schistel was able to find it back. And a nice save by Besko to keep this game tied.
Beskarwani helps it back around for McFall. McFall sends it to where it came from. Dixon looks to get the jump ahead of this one here. Dixon cycles it down low for Lingley. Lingley to the blue line. Well cut out by Darcy Murphy. And it's back to centre. 4:18 to go in the period. 1-1. 4-on-4 here for another 24 seconds. Here comes Stephen Dixon. Dixon played in the DEL last year with the Grizzlies of Wolfsburg. Jonathan Ferdin gets the shot away. Well blocked in front. Backhand chance by Kyle Bond, and a good save by Bounds.
Good work there by those two. I've been impressed with those guys tonight. I thought they've been really effective out there. Kyle Bond, as we talked about earlier in the pregame show, he's such a contributor to this team, and he's been good tonight.
9 seconds remaining now for the penalty on Chris Higgins. Haddad round behind and just poked out of his way that time with Mark Richardson. Chance back to 5-on-4 now. Higgins spins away from him. He's still got the puck on the string there. Gets it through the paint, but out the other side. We're back to 5-on-5 to the blue line. Vandermeer winds up looking for a tip into the side of the net, but good heads up play by Jimbo. Haddad picks it up in his own zone and accidentally over the blue line, gets it in deep behind Mark Garside. Garside and Haddad collide. Joey Haddad doing a good job there, trying to control the puck, and Vandermeer battling right along the wall. Coming out with it this time is Myers. Myers tries to go short side. It breaks into the glove of Beskarwani, and a whistle with 3:10 to go in the period.
Giants D got to be careful. They're getting on the wrong side. Matt Myers able to pull that from the corner and walk out, and he gets a pretty good shot and a rebound attempt on Beskarwani. He's able to cover it up.
Set back out after taking that big block from Jim Vandermeer. Really smart play by the Cardiff Devils captain Darcy Murphy at speed now through the neutral zone. Dumps it in. Kyle Bond. Schistel battle for it. Myers with a good back check and helps it back up the wall for Morissette. Morissette Gives the puck up though. It's on serve for Darcy Murphy's behind the fence. What a shot! Great save by Bynes.
Great job by Johnner causing the turnover, and he finds Murphy for a great scoring chance there.
Roach round behind for Murphy. Gets it through the blue paint, but again, nobody there, and Livingston and Leonard battle on the blue line to Johnner. To the outside for Roach. Wangs up, looking for a tip in front. Just wide of the target again. A glorious chance there by Kyle Bond.
All this off that Morissette turnover right at the blue line.
That comes through now. Morissette lays that off for his line mate. And it's dumped in as Kevin Rain finishes his check just outside that blue line. We're approaching the 2-minute mark of the second period. Devils getting a chance to change up. Ahead to Blair Riley. Riley, lovely stick in the lane. There's a chance here. Devils looking to get the shot away. Heading. Couldn't get it on target at all. Created a chance. There's a turnover again. Looking for a high shot that time. Gets it out front. Another shot. And a great save by Besker Awani. But you talked about it earlier, Mace. Giving the puck up, turn the puck over in your own zone. You need to be very, very careful against this Devils team.
This team's too dangerous to give them extra chances and keep giving them one after another. Great pass there by Polk. He throws out in front. Somehow Beskarani's able to get a piece of that and deflect it up and on a play. But certainly if you're the Giants, you got to tighten it up a bit in your own zone because this team's too good to keep giving them chance after chance.
Tom Perring and James Ions having a conversation there. They're saying it's going to come inside the zone. I think it's the right decision.
Yeah, I thought he got a piece of it to send that up and out of play. I certainly didn't think it went straight out. So.
Yeah, agreed. Face off to the right of Besco now. Shout out to Paul Robinson and Kevin Batch. He's round the horn there. Furlan picks it up and exits the zone. Gets it off the Giants bench. Sends it down low. Heading, looking for a tip there, but decides to take it back in below the goal line. And that's a long stretch pass. The Devils looking to get in behind Jim Vandermeer. That time Heading just squeezed out that time by Giants number 9.
Good play there by Vandy to keep heading off that puck until he could get some help coming in.
Joey Martin through center ice across, just kept on side this time by Richardson. Devils change up their line. We're into the last minute. Barnes comes out, settles things down behind his own net. Batch goes D to D with Lewis. Lewis up the wall. It's time for Ulmer. Ulmer with his head up and the gap being closed that time by McFall. Rain starts to break out for the chance going forward. He sends it ahead and behind the defence is Kyle Bond. Kyle Bond trying to get the jump on Mark Lewis. That's a great defensive play by the Devils number 4 though.
Yeah, that all starts behind the Giants end though. Kevin Rain with a great fake and he finds the man in front who sends it up to Kyle Bond and almost gets a breakaway.
Johnner gets it in below again. Batch and Kyle Bond collide in the corner. A little bit of afters. The play continues. Schistel tries to get around the outside of Rutherford. Giants go D to D. Settled down by McFall. Tipped into the zone. Bond can't control. Josh Batch round behind his own goaltender and starts up ice. Bond again just tries to close that space down. There's a chance here for the Devils. Just as the horn goes, Matt Myers with the shot, and that didn't miss by much.
No, it certainly didn't. Obviously, they're playing right till the buzzer, but going back to that Giants chance, Kevin Rain's so good at finding his players in the middle of the ice, and it almost led to a breakaway the other way.
Let's get a chance to look at the highlights here, and we'll bring that to you just now. There's a chance there at the side door that time from Mike Hedden. He couldn't do much about that. Again, this is a lovely play by Chris Higgins. Higgins drives in front of the net, collides with Ben Bynes. Ben Bynes doing a great job to keep him to the outside, but a glorious chance for the Giants on that occasion. Jonathan Furlan again working hard for his team. There's that incident between Hedden and Josh Roach. Hedden has already got the penalty at that stage. We've got Mike Hicks joined us here in a second. We'll ask him about that question. And there's that little bit after, a little face wash coming in by Blair Riley. A bit of a slash as well, but that was a bit of afters, I suppose. Nothing much left in that one. And just the highlights are coming to an end. Again, a period of end-to-end action opportunities. The Giants turn the puck over too often in their own zone. A lovely pass out from Lingley to Livingston on that occasion, and a good save by Best Caruana. And here's the chance for the Giants this time. Furlan gets the shot away. Good deflection in front, and Kyle Bond with a chance again, a backhand shot. Matt Myers picks it up in the corner, drives the net, shot from a difficult angle, and breaks up into the glove of Besko on that occasion. And this is coming up towards the end of the period here. Once again, the last chance for Matt Myers with a quick shot just as the horn finished. And again, a big opportunity there. We're delighted to be joined by Head of Hockey Operations in the Elite League, Mike Hicks. Mike, thanks for taking the time. I know you're over just for the night, and it's been a really good game so far.
It's been a great game, great outlook for the sport so far.
Your role, and obviously you've got your colleagues out there, the officials are doing a good job tonight. Your role, what's your day-to-day take you now?
Day-to-day can mix from everything from dealing with coaches, team owners, the officials, just every aspect of the sport basically. So we're trying to have one central person that can deal with the day-to-day logistics basically of the league.
And the officials tonight, you've got Dom Darnell and Tom Perring.
Yes.
What do you think you're doing so far?
Well, doing a great job out there. I think they're letting the game flow well, they're calling what's needed, showing the four-man system's working with Dan picking up that last interference call on the play. And it's one of those games that we need the top guys in for.
Do you not miss it?
I do, but
players always want to be players.
It's tough. I mean, you miss being out there for these type of games, but also I've been kept so busy off the ice as well, so haven't had the downtime to really miss it either.
You've been kept busy in the last couple of weeks through DOPS. Obviously with that big incident there in Nottingham a couple of weeks ago, and then the incident in Fife. But the most recent one is Pentavoglio. We got a 2-game suspension for that hit last week. There's a lot of talk on social media, and I know I'm not too sure if you pay attention to that, but there's a lot of talk on social media comparing that hit on Evan Mosey and Risling.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go on social media, I don't have a social media account, so not really involved in that. But I mean, every hit, every incident is taken in its own merit, I suppose. It's all looked at independently. We look at all the camera angles, we look at everything that's done. Like Risling, people will say, was this, was that. Mosey's a different hit, Pentavoglio's a different hit. I mean, every incident is looked at individually. It's taken on its merit what it actually is. I mean, you can look at whether the player's a repeat offender. What was the purpose of the hit? What was the game? It's a whole combination of things that looks into it. I mean, we have NHL people look into it, all the top European people looking into it. Lyle Sykes still heads up the Player Safety Committee. So it's independent. It's not anyone's influencing or anything. So
that's exactly where I was going to go to there, because a lot of people just think it's you making the decision, but it's obviously a committee of people.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to look, the process is, I'll say it being here. If something happened tonight, I'd be clipping that instant, getting the guys, Dick and Slurry, or the video guys to be clipping the instant for me straight away. We request any additional camera angles from the teams they may have. We then send that to Lyle with the synopsis of the incident, the game sheets, who then we send off to the Player Safety Committee. It could be 6 people could come back with the incident with their views on it. Could have 3 people. Really depends how cut and shut it is, I suppose. But we do get views from the NHL down, basically, who come back with something. So for the Risling hit, for example, we've probably had 10 different people come back to us on that incident, which all came back in that range that you got.
Hockey this year in the IHL. You've got Free Sports doing a great job, Aaron Murphy and Paul Levy. I was on there last week, not a big deal. But obviously you've got all these guys that are putting the effort in. You're getting exposure out there, and it's been a great league so far.
I mean, this is the closest I've seen the league. Like, top to bottom, we couldn't pick who's going to get that last playoff spot right now, could we? It's top of the table, middle of the table, bottom of the table. I guess this is what we want. This is what we're aiming to get.
You're just talking about the playoff spots. I mean, if you look at between 6th place and 11th place, well, forget about Milton Keynes Titan. You're literally talking 8 points and 5 of 5 games on hand.
Coventry got those games in hand. It's huge. There's a huge run in. no one seems to have an easy run into the end of the playoffs. Into the playoffs and the end of the regular season. Like, I believe you go to Sheffield next Saturday.
Yeah.
They're down to Cardiff on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Then over here the following Saturday. Like, it's not an easy run for anyone.
There's, like, again, I thoroughly agree with you. For as a neutral, watching the other teams happening, I couldn't really care less. That's 100%.
Yeah.
Not that I'm biased in that anyway.
No.
But you know, again, for the Devils, I've watched the Devils, especially in the last few weeks. They've, you know, last weekend against the Milton Keynes Lightning, MK are done or dusted for the season. Doesn't look like it the way they're playing.
No, they're playing really well. I mean, I saw the game on the Saturday Night Live myself, and wow, that was an advert for the sport. It just shows that anyone can beat anyone on any given night.
Where do you go from here? Obviously, again, your first full season, doing what you're doing. Where do you go? What's your next step?
I mean, we'll take a overview at the end of the season, see where we are. We'll then have some consultations with the GMs and also the coaches. We're constantly getting feedback from everyone, so it's not like we're sitting there doing our own thing. We're taking the feedback on board, seeing where we're going with it, and I think we've got a board meeting next week. We'll see what the owners got to say, where we're going with it, and then we'll kind of present a state of the union, shall we say. Look at where we want to see going forward, so we can help the teams with their recruitment process. I mean, the modern game, what makes the highlight reels for you is the goals, the hits. We want to keep all that in the game, and it's the speed that allows you to get to that. So that's what we're really looking for. Like when you've had the Frozen Four over here, we've seen how exciting those games are.
They're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
The 1980s hockey's dead. We got to move with them up. Modern world.
You know what? I was about to finish the interview with you, but if we can get the clip, it's 13 years ago today that the big incident between Ed Courtney and Nigel Boniface. If we can get that little clip coming through, this is 13 years ago today. Flashback, the 22nd of February 2006. Thanks very much to BBC for the coverage. 2 games for that. What would he get now?
Well, this was Ed Courtney.
There's definitely going to be a fine involved in that one.
He'd just been ejected.
He would be sitting there for a long time on that one.
I was against the Cardiff Devils 13 years ago today. Again, he certainly lost the plot that night. Theo Fleur was thrown out of the game that night as well. And then he was suspended for the following game against the Nottingham Panthers when the Giants won the league. You don't even want to listen to this part.
Those days are gone. I mean, there's passion and emotion, which we all love.
Absolutely,
part of the game.
100%. Mike, listen, I really appreciate your time. I know you're here to watch the game and obviously, do your job as well. We really appreciate your time and your thoughts tonight. And I would say enjoy the rest of the game, but it's for a neutral like yourself, it's probably not as bad. But this arena tonight,
I can see the arena's bouncing.
It's unbelievable tonight, isn't it? It's great to see so many Cardiff Devils fans making the way over as well. There must be anybody left in Cardiff.
Definitely made the trip. That's huge.
There's approximately 700 of them. So listen, again, thank you very much for your time. We really do appreciate it.
No problem at all.
That's going to do us for a quick short break. Thanks again to Mike for his time.
Happy 7th birthday to Jude. Up there in Suite 1, there he is on the screen. Happy birthday, Jude. Enjoying the game so far. Happy birthday, family.
special Giants happy birthday to Lorraine Woodson. A giant welcome to Lewis and Amy from Christie. She says, Exo Cooper. Apparently they know what that means.
Two minutes on the clock to the start of the third period. It's 1-1 at the SSE Arena. 23 shots for the Giants, 24 for the Cardiff Devils. It's been a really, really tight game, and both teams have had their chances, but it's been a real good game to start with.
Yeah, you know, we talked about this in the pregame show, how these are two very evenly matched teams. You look at their numbers throughout the year, and everything's very similar. We expected a really tight, hard-fought game. That's exactly what we've got, and I think certainly it's all to play for here. You know, I'm sure each coach has a few choice words for their team, things they're going to try to do. Both teams there with a little bit of trouble off turnovers late in the period, so they're going to want to clean that up. But yeah, I mean, I think we're in for a really exciting, possibly 20 minutes plus.
Shout out to Angara Davison and her fiance Matthew, watching from Pontypridd, hoping for a Devils win tonight. Bradley Brooks, a Panthers fan, watching from Lincoln, cheering on the Giants. Some guy called Mark Hitchcock. It's been a while. I had to check out the big game at Belfast Giants TV. Rosie Auckland asking something about the officials. Good league for the officials had a clue. I actually don't think they've been that bad tonight. However, I did have a conversation with Mike Hicks. I forgot to ask him on there, but I had a conversation with him about that incident with Hedden that got the 2+2, and the Giants had two guys in the box on the same incident. He said that the Giants should have had that 2-minute power play at the end. Yeah, you know,
you brought it up initially, and I agree with you. I thought that, you know, obviously if it's a 2+2, that it should have, you know, they should have come out on top there. But you know, regardless, that's passed. But I've been, you know, I thought the officials have done pretty well today. I don't think there's anything real blatant that I would have said. You know, they missed either way, and certainly things that would affect scoring chances, which is where you really get upset if, you know, and there's been nothing like that. So, you know, hopefully, you hate to talk too soon, but I've been, you know, I thought they've had a pretty good game today.
Paul Robinson watching at home with the Ginger Ninja, watching the game on the webcast. Ellen Jane watching from Ballyhalbert down the coast. Please tell Chris I love him. I'm not sure which Chris you're talking about, but there you go. Ellen Jane, I hope you're enjoying the game, and we're off and running at the start of the third. Darcy Murphy on the wall, can't get it out of the zone. It's kept in by Richardson. He sends it down low. Josh Roach under pressure, stepping out behind the net. It rolls off the end of a stick, and a shot over the top of the net that time from Gleason Fournier. They'll cut out, and Josh Roach sends it down the left hand side for Darcy Murphy. Murphy can't get that one in deep. Livingston starts a play going forward for Lingley. Lingley into the zone, cuts across the top of the circles, gets it at the outside. That's well cut down, and a check finished on him by McFall. Stretch pass for Livingston. Livingston gets the shot away, but more of a pass around the wall that time. His head and picks it up and sends it down low for Martin. Joey Martin. He's tied up along the wall by McFall. Kevin Rain comes in to help out. Hedden joins the party. 2-on-2 in the corner. McFall up the wall, kept in at the blue line. Blair Riley again uses the class to get it back out the centre.
That's great work by the Giants D in the corner, win that battle, get it up, and then Blair Riley to eventually get it out. This game could be won or lost here on the wall and in the corners here.
It's going to be an icing call though. It's going to come the whole way back again. Another shout out to Laura McNeil, and watching the game at home, doing a great job keeping up the updated while you watch online. Thanks very much indeed, Laura. Face off to the right of Bounds, kept in at the blue line. Sends it down into the corner again. Well cut out by Bryce Reddick. Reddick lets that one go around the wall for Schistel. David Rutherford just ties him on, or his man up against the wall through the middle. Rutherford tips it in high off the glass and behind Bounds now. Interference with Schistel and Higgins, but no call on the play. And we're moving forward once again as Dad gets that one in deep for the Giants. A long stretch pass ahead for Chris Higgins, just rolls off the end of his stick. Higgins tries to go around the outside of Mark Lewis. Lewis doing a good job to keep him to the outside. Big, strong defenseman, loses the stick on that occasion. Just down low. A poke check by Jonathan Furlan, but Lewis has no twig. He's going to head for a change as they go cross ice. Comes off the skate of Liam Ulmer. Shields now. He's back into his own zone to start the play. To the outside. Winds up, fakes a shot, gets it off the back wall. Looking for a jam in play there, but well cut out. And Furlan trying to get the back check going here. Morissette dumps it in, and both teams have a chance to change up. Edward Pierce watching the game at home tonight as well. Johnny Baxter and Matt Toe he's watching it at home tonight again for Cargo Coffee. I was down a couple of times this week, the Cargo Coffee Mess. He's done a brilliant job down in Hollywood. Yeah,
it's really good. If you haven't been down, get over and check it out. They've got some really tasty bagels and some good coffee.
Devils again get it in low. Roach tries to get it right the whole way out there. Fournier is hit hard into the Giants wall and right at the bench there by Darcy Murphy. What we'll do is we'll get that Stephen Murphy, I'm just reading a couple of tweets here, we'll get the Stephen Murphy interview up online. Obviously we had the atmosphere mic going in the background there, so we apologise for that, but we will get that up and online. Keep an eye on Belfast Giants TV Twitter, and we'll get that out there after the game this evening. Livingston lays it off for Lingley. He's been excellent tonight. Cross ice for Dixon, he's hit hard. Livingston trying to get the better of McFall there. Sends up the wall. It's knocked out there by Livingston. He had to duck his head out of the way there in quick succession, but a chance to break forward now. This play starting, coming out of his own zone by Dustin Johnner. Johnner gets it in deep, heads for a change. Kyle Bond can't get there ahead of Gleason Fournier. Darcy Murphy battling in low. Good smart play again by the Devils number 20. He's just so calm on the puck there, miss.
Yeah, he really is, and he skates so well. He's able to escape. He's really his puck skills are really good to make those little escapes in the corner and find somebody.
Fournier comes off the wall that time. He's got a chance to change up. Beskarwani so calm on the puck.
If you see there, both Giants D just go to a corner. It's so hard for the forecheckers. They come in. You can't go both ways, and he just goes the other way with it, and it makes it so easy for the Giants to hopefully break out of the zone.
On that occasion, it's got to be tape to tape up, miss.
Yeah, but in general, if you watch the Giants D split, and it's so hard for the forechecker.
There's going to be a penalty here. Jonathan Furlan is going to get called for interference. I think so. Tom Perring is going to be calling him behind the play. Yeah, he's calling him for interference. I think it's a fair enough call.
I think he's calling him for an elbow. He motioned like an elbow. From where we were here, he couldn't see if he got his elbow up or not, because he was so far away. Might be able to get a look on the replay.
Yeah, he's saying elbow, but I think it's definitely a penalty. 44-47 on the clock. So the Devils back on the power play. Devils fans trying to raise their team. Apparently we're getting a bit of flack here for being too biased tonight. I actually thought we were doing all right. Thanks to Shane Kinsey for support. Back to the blue line now for Fournier. Fournier trying to create a bit of space for himself. Bond keeping him to the outside. Fournier has to go down low, gets it back to the blue line for Ulmer. Cross for Pope now. Pope winds up, tip in front. Good save by Beskarwani. Fournier again, round behind for Hedden. Hedden to the blue line again. Pope skates down to the hash marks. A little bit of nice stick work in behind by Hedden. Puck breaks again for the Devils 42. Matt Pope, Mark on the blue line. Lays it off for Pope again. Pope feeds it inside. A real challenge there, right in front of Beskarwani. He covers it up, 1:11 left in the penalty.
Yeah, good job by Beskarwani there, finding that puck through traffic. He's able to cover it up. Just before that, a good job by Kendall McFall. The Devils put it down to the goal line, tried to step out and tuck it home. McFall was able to cut him off at the goalpost and keep him from getting out front and keeping that puck from getting out in the front of the net. So good job by the Giants penalty killer. Still a minute and 11 here to go on the Devils power play.
Greg Davies watching at home tonight. Shout out for Jimbo and Greg and Barry. Tom Robinson from Newport in South Wales, both supporting the Devils. Kizzy Puckmigo again, a Giants fan. She was over here during the week for the Stephen Murphy testimonial. She's looking for a tip in front. Lovely chance there again for the Devils. Dixon just couldn't get that one on target. It was blocked going the whole way through. The atmosphere in here tonight's been excellent.
I'm having a hard time hearing us here. I feel like I'm shouting over all the crowd noise.
Inlay, furthest man back for the Devils. Good forecheck by Riley. To the outside now from Mars to Schistel. Schistel tries to feed it through the middle. Blair Riley strips some of the puck. He's got Darcy Murphy going to the back door. He's taken down there. Riley. Penalty upcoming. And again, created by the captain. Really did work it hard down the wall.
Yeah, you know, obviously a good job by Blair Riley causing the turnover in center ice, and then he's able to bring it down the Devils' end, forcing to take I believe it's Lingley to take a penalty. He's clearly not too pleased with the call, but it all starts with creating a turnover there at center ice, and when you do that, you're going to force them to come back and play defense, and these are the things that happen. It ends up evening it up here for 29, and the Giants will get a chance to go on the power play and hopefully take a lead here in this game midway through the third.
Just watching that replay there. Don't think there's much in it, to be honest, mate.
I didn't think it was kind of right down in front of us live. I didn't see a lot, but I'll give Tom Darnell some credit. He was right there and he called it right away, so apparently he saw something.
So 4-on-4 for 18 seconds. And what a big hit coming in there. Kyle Vaughan absolutely nailed Schistel. Darcy Murphy now to the blue line. Right into the shot, just wide of the target. That could be a momentum change here tonight. Schistel was absolutely level. Darcy Murphy spins and gets the shot away. Didn't miss by much. We're back to 5-on-4 for the Giants now.
What a hit there by Kyle Vaughan. It creates all that. Schistel tried to, I don't know if he tried to cut the middle around him, but he stepped right into his chest and he just absolutely hammered him down.
It's things that got that can change momentum in games, mate. You know that.
I mean, listen to this place now. It's got the place absolutely rocking.
The Giants have got a power play, but only 4 men on the ice. Blair Riley has recognized that one, and he's jumped up, and there's going to be another penalty here. Tom Perring is calling this one, so the Giants with a glorious chance. 1:05 remaining, and they're going to have a 5-on-3 on that 1:05 with Matt Myers sitting in the box.
This is what happens when you get your feet going, when you get skating, you force them to reach in, they end up taking a penalty there. And now an absolutely huge opportunity for the Giants with 1:05 here on the 5-on-3. I think Andrew Lowe's going to take a timeout here. Or maybe it's Adam Keefe. I don't know. One of them. One of the two. Yeah, that timeout was from Adam Keefe to talk some strategy here and set up for the 5-on-3.
I wonder if we can get a chance to look at that head again from Schistel coming out the front of the net. I'm not too sure if we can go back that far. Here we go again. Schistel is played around behind by Reddick. Schistel steps out front with his head down. Brilliant hit by Kyle Vaughan. Now he's got his head down. He just at the last minute he just looked up, shoulder. It's a good hit from Kyle Vaughan. And there's a big chance here for the Giants with a 5-on-3. 12:46 to go in the third. Dixon in the circle. Giants want to try to win this draw here and get set up, take full advantage of this full minute 5 on the 5-on-3. Great face-off went by Johnner to the blue line for Roach. Giants stretching to the outside. Shot coming in good. Saved by Boynes. Off that line very, very quickly. Just a triangle set up here. One man up top for the Devils. Rutherford to the blue line. Josh Roach now. Outside. Heads up play, Darcy Murphy down low, tries to get through the blue paint, good stick by Richardson. Roach, he switches places to the outside for Rutherford. Rutherford now, Josh Roach on the blue line, Kyle Bond goes down low. Rutherford to the outside for Darcy Murphy. Darcy Murphy at the top of the circles for Roach. Roach winds up, the chance, working around the outside, good chance here, tries to go 5-hole, and a good save by Barnes.
Good puck movement there by the Giants. They get the Devils penalty killers moving, but Ben Bowden's able to stand tall and cover up on that rebound.
The Giants getting their other line on here, the power play line, keeping Josh Roach out. And Darcy Murphy. Devils keeping all three players on this. 25 seconds remain on the 5-on-3.
Yeah, obviously these are the guys he wants to go with. They weren't moving around all that much, so conserving a little bit of energy.
Great face-off win by Stephen Dixon. Lewis can't get it out though. It's kept on at the blue line by Roach. 18 seconds remain on the 5-on-3. The Giants again moving around. Roach steps in. Circle. Oh, what a shot, but just wide. Didn't miss by much. Faked the shot, Lewis. Thought he was going to the outside. There's too many men on the ice. It's nothing called. Smothers steps in! Come on! Smothers gets the power play goal! Just as it's back to 5-on-4.
What a goal here by Jordan Smothers. He takes it all the way from center ice. He goes around a few tired penalty killers. He's able to go up and over the glove of Ben Bowden to give the Giants a 2-1 lead. He had mentioned it just before. He didn't change his penalty killers. They were gassed there by the end and ended up costing him.
Penalties over, so we're back to 5-on-5. Smothers with his 5th goal as a Giant in his 8th game. And the Devils were lucky not to get called for too many men as well. Lewis was good off. They were getting the extra player on, and the puck was outside the ice as well. Even strength goal, a 48-19. Still a long way to go in this game. Darcy Murphy trying to get the jump on the defenseman. Kyle Bond again. Into the zone. Darcy Murphy to the outside. Can't collect that one. Bryce Reddick keeps him to the outside. Good job by the defenseman. Fournier. He's hit hard into the wall by Bond. Lovely outlet pass. Oh, here comes Joey Martin. Martin to the right side for Pope. Pope dumps it in. The Devils trying to get Reddick there very quickly. It's been called for offside. Can't hear yourself thinking here tonight.
Assistant number 68, Chris Higgins. Time of the goal, 48 minutes and 19 seconds. That's Giants' second goal scored on the power play by number 14.
Offside.
Assisted by 68 and 48-19.
Good face-off win by the Devils. Reddick goes D to D. It's helped up the wall and inward. It's Joey Haddad has hit hard into the Giants bench there that time by Kevin Rain. It's kept in the zone by Fournier. Fournier's got space, throws it forward, just wide of Besker one his net. Reddick down low, takes a ricochet off the wall. Giants held that back out the neutral zone. Nice Smotherman, he heads for a change. He's going to go length the ice though. And the Giants are going to have to come back on for an icing call. Good face-off win by the Giants, but heading round behind for Lingley. Lingley to the blue line now, kept in by Fournier. He sends it forward, well cut out by Lingley. Lingley on the backhand, tries to get it through the blue paint. And good play there by the Giants. It's lofted up and into the crowd that time. He places Fournier. The face-off's going to be outside the zone.
Yeah, that puck there just tips off Gleason Fournier's stick and up and out of play. So, fortunately for the Giants, no penalty, and then face-off will come outside.
Great face-off win again by Joey Martin. Devils have to come back into their own end. They go T for Richardson now. Richardson heads up play, sends it head. Tipped into his own bite. Mike Hedden. Far side. Can't get it out of his own. Lingley steps up, tries to feed it through the slot, but good stick in the lane that time by Vandermeer. Round behind again. Lingley getting tied up by Garside. There's a penalty upcoming. And again, just hard work in the corner. That's an easy call for the official.
Yeah, you kind of figured after the Giants went up 5-on-3 and were able to score to take the lead that there would eventually be a penalty coming sooner rather than later. And Tom Darnell sending Mark Garside off for a hold in the corner. And this dangerous Devils power play comes out with a chance to try to tie this game up. Giants' penalty kill's been really impressive today. Devils have moved the puck around really well, but Giants been doing a good job protecting the seam passes and able to get their rebounds and things and clear them out.
I think that's an easy call on Mark Garside again. The forward just kept moving his feet. That's cut out though. It's a great play. And here come the Giants. From the outside. Tries to go through the legs. So Gustin Johnner. Kyle Bond has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier in the lead up to the game, and he's certainly come out and had a great game.
Offside's pass Lingley. Picks it up off his skate. There's a little drop pass for Myers. Back down again for Lingley. Lingley behind the net. Sends it to the blue line for Schisto. He keeps it in. Back down low again. It's a giveaway though.
It's
a good play.
It's a really good read by Kevin Rain there. The Giants were able to get a full change.
Gleason 48. He looks like he's been on the ice the whole third period. Around the outside of Roach now. Good play there as Darcy Murphy tries to cut that pass out. But it ends up on the stick of Joey Martin. Martin to the blue line for Fournier. Back down for Martin. Martin steps off the wall looking for a tip in front. And it goes wide of the target. Matt Pope in his office along the wall to Fournier. Matt Pope gets it back. Creates a bit of space for himself as Joey Martin stepping off the blue line. Top of that umbrella side. Gets it out front. Nice play again by Beskar Awani. Just got his pad tight against the post with 40 seconds remaining on the penalty. That's down low again. And to the half wall for Matt Pope. Fournier sends it front. What a tip. It's a shot from Fournier. It looks like it took a deflection, but back to 2-2.
You know, Gleason Fournier, we talked about him all pre-game show. I actually haven't thought he's had the best game today, but he certainly comes up big when it matters. He's able to rip that one top shelf through a screen and tie this game up with 8:28 to go.
Heads up play. Fournier steps into the middle. Gets the shot away. Difficult to see from there. I'm not too sure, but I think it's in front.
I think it gets all the way through, but I'm not sure. They're pointing. Either way, it's a tie game, and obviously a really big goal for if you're a Cardiff fan.
So we're back to 2-2. Jordan Smotherman now tries to get around the outside of Richardson. He still has control of the puck. He's under pressure from Ulmer. Smotherman out in behind now for the Giants. Coming in to help him out this time is Colin Shields. Goal scored by Gleason Fournier. Fournier with his 21st of the season. Assists going to Martin and Hedden, but it was Matt Pope that passed the puck to him, so I'm sure that'll be changed at some point. I think it was Hedden to Pope, and then Fournier with the goal. Fournier again dancing through into the Giants' end. A lovely sauce pass there, a little bit too high in fairness to Joey Haddad. Tried to get that back out to the neutral zone, and Fournier eventually goes off the ice.
Yeah, he certainly logs a lot of minutes for this Devils team.
Long stretch pass, Dixon steps off. Bench shot through Beskar Awani, but he had him to the outside, and the Giants again need to be careful there. There was a change coming off the bench and in behind the defence that time from Stephen Dixon. Lewis keeps it in. He steps up into the corner. Battling in there with Josh Roach. There's under the stick. A shot coming through. Gloved and quickly set down by Tyler Beskar Awani. Comes off a deflection. There's not going to be an icing call. Both teams have a chance to change up. We're into the last 7 minutes of the third period. Kyle Bond takes the space away there, but well stepped up by Livingston. Again, lot of bodies on that blue line, miss.
Yeah, you know, nobody wants to give an inch, so certainly the Giants D are up there trying to make a play at the blue line. They're able to break it up.
Stepping out from behind his own net now. Unfortunately, turns it over as a chance here for Darcy Murphy. Murphy tries to go 5-hole. Great save by Giants. Darcy Murphy! Double rebound! A turnover by Josh Bass right in front of his own net. And Darcy Murphy got 2 packs at it. They turn it over the second. 3-2. Stena Belfast Giants.
Wow, really, obviously heads-up play by Murphy. Sees Batch fan on it. He's able to get it. His bounce makes the save, but Murphy's able to stay with it. It's just kind of bouncing around there off Devil's feet, and he's able to put it in for the go-ahead goal. That's classic Darcy Murphy, though. He never quits on it. He's just all over the place. He ends up able to find it and put it in the back of the net for a huge goal right now with 6:23 to play.
53-37, 3-2 to the Giants. And again, still a long way to go here. I don't think our furthest arena is loudness in a long, long time.
I could barely hear you over the headset. Certainly a huge gift if you're the Giants and they're able to capitalize on it in a huge goal at this time. But like you said, there's a lot of time left, and you can't sleep on this Devils team. They seem to claw points back late in games all the time. So Giants got to finish this one really strong.
Real battle for the face-off outside the Giants end. Reddick picks it up and lofts it in behind Kendall McFall. And Matt Pope battle for it. Goes round the wall for Shields. Shields now lofts that into the neutral zone. There's a bouncing puck. Reddick collects that one. Sends it to his left for Schisto. Schisto through the middle. Here comes Joey Martin now. He's got time. He gets it in behind the Giants defense again. Kevin Rain and Reddick battle for it. Joey Martin and Jonathan Furlan join the party. Real battle down right in front of the Devils fans. And a whistle. The face-off's going to be inside the zone, miss.
Yeah, good job there by the Giants D. They're able to pin that against the wall and hold it for a whistle, and they can get off and get a change here. It's certainly, I'll tell you what, we talked about how big a game this was, and the fans definitely felt that as well. They've been as loud as I can remember them in this building, and it's certainly been a quality hockey game.
Face to the left of Pescarwani again. Good face-off win there. It's important to get control of the puck, keep in your own zone, especially this late in the game, miss.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's so critical right now. You can't make any mistakes. Obviously gifted one there by the unfortunate whiff by Josh Batch. You got to take advantage of this and close it out.
That's fine though. Leonard under pressure sends it round the wall for David Rutherford. Rutherford tries to get it out down, does so. There's only Devils just toe pick the ice. Fournier under pressure by Chris Higgins. Good job by Higgins, being very aggressive on the forecheck. Devils getting a chance to change their lineup here. We're into the last 5 minutes. Long stretch pass, tip into the zone. Batch, sorry, my apologies, Bounds just helps the outside for Schisto through the middle. Can't be controlled by Myers, and Reddick steps up into the play, goes cross ice. Livingston, little tip forward there for Dixon. Bounced out front. Curtis Leonard just expecting that to go right into the corner there. And an icing call brings the puck 200 feet back down beside Tyler Pescarwani.
Yeah, heads up play there by Blair Riley. He's coming through the middle. He's able to see that puck deflect off the stanchions and pick it up, and he sends it all the way down for an ice, but prevents it from going right out into the slot for a possible scoring chance.
Face off to the left of Pescarwani now. Right, sorry. Excited here. Anyway. Play continues. Higgins gets it into the zone. He's going to head for a change. Pope comes back to collect the puck. He starts up ice. Ahead this time from Martin. Martin around the outside of Smotherman. Uses speed. Gets a tip in front from Matt Pope, who drove the net, but couldn't get that one on target. The puck breaks back to the blue line again for Reddick. Unfortunately, it can't be cleanly collected by Schisto, and he has to regroup back in the neutral zone. Martin into the zone, tries to feed it to the outside through the skates of Schisto, Just into the blue paint, well blocked down by McFall. Pressure from the Devils. Hope around the wall. Good stick by McFall. Kevin Rain starts to break out for the Giants. There's a bouncing puck. Colin Shields gets a little bit of luck and gets it out and sends it cross ice and deep into the zone from Jonathan Furlan.
It's good play there by Shields. He's able to stay with a bouncing puck and get it out of the Giants' end and get the trouble away.
Had a long stretch pass there. Gets ahead of Jim Vandermeer. Vandermeer under pressure from Morissette. Around the wall, Bond helps it along. Darcy Murphy in a foot race here against Lisa Fournier. Murphy tries to get it past Fournier, but a really smart play by the defenseman. And he just takes that pressure away from cross ice now. He tries to get the play going forward. He's a real smart player.
Yeah, you know, Giants wingers got to be careful here. The Devils D are going to be pinching up hard now, trying to tie this game. But if they can get pucks chipped by, they got a good chance getting scoring chances going the other way with some odd man rushes. So they're going to be under heavy pressure on the walls to get those pucks out. But if they can get them by, they could end up with an odd man rush.
An offensive zone face-off for the Giants here. Rutherford, Otland alongside Ulmer there. The Devils collect. Drop it back for Fournier. He sends it through for Morissette. Morissette dumps it in, heads for a change. Leonard to Riley now. Blair Riley lofts it high into the SSE Arena. Richardson to Fournier now again. Fournier to the outside. Lovely play here by Stephen Dixon. He tries to get to the net and eventually finds the dad at the top of the blue line. Shot again. Wide of the target. Blair Riley helps it up the wall, but it's space taken away from that time by Gleason. Fournier is off the glass and it's going to go length of the ice once again. 2:27 to go in the third period and an icing call against the Giants. The Devils have to keep an eye on Ben Barnes right down in front of us here, Mace.
Yeah, certainly. In my view, a little bit early to pull him, but if they win this draw and they're set up and they're moving the puck around, I would think that he'll be coming pretty quickly.
Well, he's made his way out to the top of his crease. James Ions goes to whistle there for his colleague. Danny Beresford round behind for Leonard now. Leonard ahead for Higgins. Higgins helps it back out to the neutral zone. A good smart play there by Stephen Dixon. Just took Jonathan Furlan out of the play.
Really good face-off there, though. I think by Furlan to win that, it kills off about 20 seconds.
Mark Lewis, not happy the way his teammates were spread out there. Decided to drop back again, and he steps up, and Jonathan Furlan there.
That's a big hit there by Lewis on Furlan.
Jonathan Furlan looks as if he's heading to the bench quite slowly.
Icing?
I think they called that icing indeed.
Yeah.
Have indeed.
Yeah, Giants players certainly don't think so. I didn't think so from here, but I was kind of taking a look over at Furlan, so I didn't really get the best look at it.
Adam Keith certainly didn't think so either. Face off in the zone. The door is open to the...
I would imagine if Cardiff wins the draw and gets puck possession, then he'll come. But I think they're going to wait to see. You don't want to, if you're Andrew Lord, you don't want to lose the draw and then give up a quick, easy one right off the hop.
Hope is looking to get the shot away there. Well cut out by Roach. The chance again held it back to the neutral zone and threw in the Devils' defensive end. So play forward there. Nice flat out of the air by Justin Johnner.
Giants doing a good job up ice here, preventing Cardiff from even getting the attack going.
Fournier to the outside. Again, a really great aggressive forecheck here from the Giants. Kyle Bond is a man going to the net, and Darcy Murphy. Again, really, really aggressive forecheck from the Giants.
Yeah, they've certainly made it. Andrew Lord couldn't have pulled his goal even if he wanted to because they've been so good up ice here. So clock ticking down here, valuable seconds ticking away.
Curtis Tanner gets it around the walls. Back. Right. There's a chance here for the Giants. There's a turnover in front of it. There's it! Get it in the air! We're playing by Blair Riley. 4-2. 1 minute on the clock.
What a play by the captain. He strips Gleason forward. He puts a nice move on Ben Bounds and goes to the backhand and up and over to seal this one with a minute left. We were talking about the goalie. They never got a chance to get him off.
Gleason Fournier. He'll have nightmares about top one, but smart play by Blair Riley.
You know, certainly not what you expect by the Devils defense. A quality team, and that's two turnovers right in the Stena line side between the face-off dots, and both times the Giants were able to capitalize and seal. I don't want to speak too soon here, but seal what would be a huge victory here in the title chase.
Van Barnes is still in his net here. Two crucial mistakes for the Devils defense. Lost back for the first one. Darcy Murphy capitalized on that. And then Gleason Fournier with the second one. And the captain, Blair Riley, has punished him. 4-2 Johnson. What a really great play by Riley.
Yeah, he came in hard, and he never bit on Fournier's fake. It looked like the puck may have rolled on him a little bit. He was able to strip him, and then he put a great move on balance and go to the backhand and up and over the pad. But as we talked about it earlier, Blair Riley's been so good for this team, and to me, he's, you know, I haven't seen anyone in the league that's been better.
24.7. Ben Barnes is out of his net. Matt Mars with a face-off circle. A great face-off win by the Giants, but it's kept on at the blue line by Fournier. Fournier sends it down low. Headed and McFall battle for it. Kendall McFall doing a great job keeping that just a few seconds off the clock. It breaks back to the neutral zone. And this is going to do this. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Bryce Reddick goes cross ice. Just a seconds down. And the Giants, I think you can hear some big crowd in here tonight. Picked up the first 3 points of the weekend, Mason. You know, they took the lead. The Devils come back into it. They tagged them back. They took the lead again. Again, the Devils responded very quickly. But they take 2 big mistakes to the Cardiff Devils team in.
You know, you see why Cardiff has been so tough and stay at the top, because they did keep clawing back. But 2 crucial mistakes really sealed the deal for the Giants tonight. As you said, the fans have been immense. I've barely heard you speak all night tonight because it's been so loud in here. But you know, the Giants came out. They played a really good game. Did what they had to do, and really impressive victory. And you know, I think I said before the game, you know, if you're a Giants fan, you got to at least get a split on the weekend to stay in the title race. They've at least clinched that, and with a huge opportunity tomorrow to vault themselves back into first place, a spot that they've held for a good part of the year. They were up the top of the league. So you know, certainly a huge victory for him tonight. Adam Keefe, I'm sure, will be very pleased with the effort from his team, and I give the guys all the credit, and I certainly give the fans in the SSE Arena credit, because they've been the best I've heard them in years tonight.
Who stood out for you, the Cardiff Devils tonight?
You know, I thought the Lingway line was quite good. They were certainly dangerous. I thought Ben Bounds had a pretty good game as well. You know, certainly a couple key mistakes by the Devils cost them at the end, but I thought the Lingway line was good. I thought he was quite good himself.
And the Giants?
I thought they were. I thought it was a team effort by the Giants. I thought they did really well. I liked the Bond, Murphy, and John line. I thought were really good all night. Obviously, a huge goal from Jordan Smotherman at a key time of the game. So quite a few guys came to play, but it was a real team effort tonight from the Giants for me.
31 shots for the Giants, 33 for the Cardiff Devils. We've got to do it all again tomorrow night. Belfast Giants and the Cardiff Devils, 7 p.m. from the SSE Arena. Back in the lineup for the Devils tomorrow night will be Sean Bentivoglio, and he's a really good player, miss.
Yeah, he certainly is, and they definitely missed him tonight. I mean, they've got so many quality players up and down their lineup, but it certainly hurt them tonight to not only not be able to have him in the lineup, but then you still got to sit an import because of the rules. So, you know, obviously it'll be a bit of a boost for them mentally having him come back in tomorrow night, but you know, they know it's going to be a tough one. They're in the opposing team's arena that was absolutely phenomenal tonight. The fans' support for the Giants, and the Giants can, you know, they get a chance to go up ahead of them tomorrow night. So it should certainly be you know, a battle.
When you look at it from a it's different to look at it from a neutral's point of view, but that was a fantastic spectacle of hockey for UK hockey tonight.
Yeah, it really was. You know, it's kind of what we expected. I thought it was going to be a really good game from the outset of two very balanced teams, and I thought both teams certainly had their moments where they carried the play tonight. And if you're a neutral fan watching this, you certainly got your money's worth if you paid for the webcast. Not that you wouldn't anyway, but it was definitely when it's me and you here, Simon, it's always worth the money. But certainly a great game of hockey and a great representation of hockey here in the UK.
Shirt off the back here, Lewis Hook going out there now. Thanks to everybody for watching at Belfast Giants TV tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game, whether you're a Devils fan or a Giants fan. We will have Todd Kelman on tomorrow night in between the first and second period. Thanks to Mike Hicks for joining us on Giants TV here tonight as well. Mace, again, it's going to be another battle tomorrow night, an absolutely crucial game again for the Belfast Giants and the pursuit of the league. The Devils, you just seen their quality here tonight.
Yeah, you know, certainly it was a great hockey game, and you do see why there was so many. You saw so many reasons why the Devils have won the league so many years in a row, and why they're still sitting on the top of the league right now. But a great effort from the Giants. They know it won't be. They know it won't be easy tomorrow. It'll probably be harder because Cardiff's going to be coming back, and as we said before, if you get swept this weekend, it's a huge blow to your title chances. So they're going to come out with everything they got tomorrow night. So the Giants are going to have to come out and match that intensity, and give it. Going to need a full team effort again tomorrow night.
You're not here tomorrow night?
I will be in the building, but I won't be on. I'll be chasing Max around, so I won't be on comms with you.
I think we're going to be joined by Shane Johnson. He misses doing the webcast. Try and keep you up to date. The man of the match for the Devils was Matt Pope, and the man of the match for the Stena Belfast Giants is Jordan Smotherman for the game-winning goal. Darcy Murphy got the game-winning goal. Give it to Jordan Smotherman. So that's going to do us for Belfast Giants TV tonight. Thanks to Jeff Mason, thanks to Mike Hicks, thanks to everybody for joining us here at the SSE Arena. Get back here if you can get here tomorrow night. Get here. The tickets still available. There are a few. Look forward to seeing you, whether it's in the arena or on Belfast Giants TV. 7 p.m. tomorrow night against the Cardiff Devils, the second game of the weekend. In the meantime, the Giants skate out of Belfast tonight with a 4-2 victory.